God, it's so low on OBS, but like really loud in my ear. Yulind is now live. Yippee! Start stretching. I have all this stuff ready. Yeah, no, I got all this stuff ready. Did I upload the VOD? Anyway, I can't check it now. Hi, Techno. Morning, Lind. I'm at College Lind again. Hi, Octal. Hi, Ming. Thank you for the raid. Serena Philothea. Hi, Serena. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Kodiak. Howdy. Good bot. If you stretch out the good, it's not going to recognize that you're saying good bot to it. Because it's a dirty bot that can't work without... no kidding. That can't work without specifications. Hi, Cairo. Time to prep to do 100 squats again. It would be a better bot if it did recognize it. Yulind, did you see the next gen got, like, totally leaked? Like, the next 5-6 games? Cairo, you have a goldfish memory. Yes. We literally had a whole conversation that I was going to go over the leaks and talk about them a lot today, you goofball. Yes, I have seen the roadmap. And we will get there. We had a conversation about it, Cairo. We were in Discord. You were like, Yulind, these leaks got me so I'm losing it. Are you going to talk about it tomorrow? Please talk about it tomorrow. And I was like, yes, I want to talk about it. I haven't looked over it yet. Pokemon, yay. Good bot. Hello, Cairo. Until 2030 every release. Potentially every release. They could surprise us, but... Gonna switch to less annoying outfit that won't stick when sweat on? Okay. Yulind! They leaked the Pentagon! Oh, God. Hi, Baldir. Let Cairo be Yulind. It's normal to get flustered and forget stuff when a total cutie talks to you. You know what? You know what? Cairo. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say, I have a proposal for you, Cairo. But it gives the wrong implication. It gives the implication that I'm mad at you, so I was like, if you want to make it up to me, do this. And then I was like, wait a minute. I'm not upset at Cairo. I'm just asking him to do something. Never mind. Doki, what up? What's up? Let me know. Another ornithopter has hit the Pentagon. I aim to please. We have edited the outfit redeem. Another ornithopter. Ornithopter? Okay. Hey, femboy, walk here often. Hi, Trogdor. Yulind. Tier 3. Good lord. Wait, what? Trogdor subscribed at Tier 3. 21 months. They want you to pick a special outfit. Good to know.
I ran past the Keatlin.
Hi. Do not redeem. Gonna Tier 3 sub to Pokemon. Give me a sec. What? Pokemon canceled her podcast episode. Hello. Apparently her and Lily had just done an interview with Hassan. And then I hate that it's called this. Fucking Collargate happened. And so Pokey and Lily were like, you know what? Let's not do this. One day I'll get my Tier 3 emotes. I have a commission out, and I was thinking of putting it at tier 2. It hasn't happened yet. I think I need to send Maple a reminder to be like, hey, what's the status on this? Not to push you, because I know you told me it would be a while, but I do want an ETA. Remember Pokemon existed, honestly? Yeah. She's one of those streamers that, like, I don't think she's bad. Maybe a little bit like CEO energy, out for the buck. Kind of seems okay with scamming her followers, like with the cookies and stuff, but like overall, I don't think she's horrible. I don't have like a reason to hate her other than there's like a few just, that seems like you kind of just took advantage of your followers. Also, Def didn't suffer earlier by building a full-on radar system in Trailmakers. Yeah? Are you going to do it? It wasn't even the girl's fault. Their editor stopped the upload to protect them. Well, so they did, the editor stopped it, and a lot of their staff was like, hey, we don't want to do this. And I think that's fair. I mean, that's probably frustrating for them, but it's like, look, there's a lot of shit going on. We're not really making a statement about Hassan. We're not saying like, ew, we don't work with Hassan at all. It's just, he's hot water right now. There was a point in time where I couldn't stop hearing about her. We're talking about Collargate today because I got no clue what you're talking about. Collargate is the very, like, I guess meme term for Hassan shocking his dog to get her to sit in a dog bed for his 6-hour streams. It seems very likely that the dog had a shock collar on, and anytime the dog would like get up from the bed, Hassan would like shock her to like train her to stay in the bed because he wanted the dog to be like a set piece of the background of the stream. So it was confirmed that he shocked the dog. I don't know if there's an absolute way to confirm it. It looks extremely likely. The collar does have shocking prongs, and he's 100% trying to hide it. I'm not gonna say like 100% he shocked it. You know, he could be doing he got a shock collar, had the shock prongs removed, didn't shock her, used the vibrate function, and people are like, you're shocking your dog, and he's like, oh shit, well, it's a shock collar. Even if I haven't been using the shock function, I gotta try and hide this, and so he did like the whole tape thing. It's a literal nothing burger. Even if he shocked the dog, that sucks. That dog's still living a good life. It's like, I don't know, the dog could have it much worse. I don't think it's good to shock a dog. I think it's horrible except for like the like extreme circumstances of like we've tried everything else, right? Getting a shock collar for dog is shitty. But the dog is clearly still living well. The dog, hi Kiark, the dog clearly still loves him and like is constantly on his lap for attention and affection. It's like people are acting like he's like hitting the dog and like throwing it out in the backyard in the rain when he's not streaming. It's like, okay, whatever. It wasn't even the girl's fault. It was the editor stopped upload to protect him. There was a point in time. Talking about Collargate today. Also, it was confirmed that he shocked the dog. I think he shocked the dog. Quite frankly, I think he shocked the dog. Do I think everybody doing like 10-hour stream dissertations of let's analyze all of Hassan's streams since he got the dog, and you know, up the gamma on the shock collar? What do I think that's fucking sad? Yes, that's like, bro, please. I'll get canceled for shocking Yulind. Got it. Why does he just get a taser? That's what I use for Murphy. Immediately don't care about this again. Hi, mommy, sign it. Hi, Global. Can I say hi, Kiark? Hi, Kiark. Cairo, hi, Ewo. Zap. If people spent this much time and effort on actual productive shit, their lives would be slightly better. Basically. We did arm pulls, so we're at lunges. One. I can't believe Cairo's not going to redeem it. Oh my god. I'm so getting you the topical collar, femboy. I don't know if I'll just never add it to Throne. I just don't have to worry about it. Hi, Joe. Yeah. Right, Octal? He's like, he said, do not redeem it like he was going to. And then he just didn't. Hi, Kyra. I aim to please. Walks away like and doesn't listen. I want to do this. Dude, I love Cairo so much. But when he does something like this, I'm like, oh! What's the fucking emote? The shake motherfucker, I'm at work. You still said, what do you want me to do? I aim to please. I start talking. Just walks away. Hi, Micaiah. The masculine urge to say Moogle. I know you want to say Moogle. But which one do you want? I redeem it. But I wasted it on Yulind. Hi, Global Halloween. I want to do this, motherfucker. I'm at work. LSF is a grim... Dude, LSF is genuinely, like, so much better when you filter out XQC, Mizkif, Kai, and Hassan. If you make it so that you don't see any clips from that, it's like, oh, this is just, like, 3 times better. Halloween. Thank you, Cairo. Cairo's gonna be playing Resident Evil tonight. He's playing that with Spacefish, right? Am I correct on that? That'll be fun to pretend I watched. Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's Silent Hill? I didn't think it was Resident Evil. He's pulling his dick out. There's no dick. There's no dick. 5 incline mean he's only walking 5 miles. No, I should be good to go more than 5. We'll see. We'll see. It's a Jiangxi outfit. Eh? Eh? I have no idea how planking is going to go in this thing. Planking might be... Oh, you finished it? I did! I had, Oh, I guess Kyra had already seen it. But Oku helped me with the last little bit. Nice tits. What do you mean, nice tits? They're the same... They're literally the same size. I can't with this dude. I can't with this dude. He's pulling his dick out. Let's go, Star Wars. Oh, you finished it. Nice, sis, bro. Just plank with your ass towards the screen. I do. I'm like, ooh, I gotta be a little careful with that, don't I? They're still nice. Whatever. Thank you, I suppose. But yeah.
See it from here.
Hi, Smug. Sup? No, don't actually do it. I'm not going to. Well, I'm gonna try to not. It's not gonna show anything. I have like this is a Ken doll skin texture, so I actually did. I tried a bunch of things with this one that was like learning. So like the Jiangxi, right? So pretty model, thank you. It's a Jiangxi, which are like vampire zombie things, and so it should be dead, right? So I made Micaiah, you'll like this. I took a... Did I say hi to Micaiah? Hi, Micaiah. I took the skin texture, duplicated that. Your thumb clips when extended. Yeah, I know. You didn't know? Okay. I took the skin texture, duplicated that, put that in Krita, did an adjust HSV, and then turned down the saturation like 50? And so it should look very like white and pale, skin-wise compared to my other models. And then I just like put that on I'm realizing I might have fucked up the material. Anyway, for the material, I change the texture on that, so I might have to go back to the other models in the thing. I don't know. Did I need to duplicate the material? Should I have duplicated that? Because I only duplicated the texture. But it's a very pale and very, like, remove saturation. And just doing something like that was like, dude, I feel fucking smart and good at this. Hell yeah. Wow, taking a compliment. Good boy. Proud of you, femboy. I'm gonna duplicate your buttlin. What the heck? No, don't actually do it, pretty model. You did, lol. I can kind of... Hi, Zvi. I can kind of test that it may be very hard to tell if he's using the shocker or vibe function. Oppose shock collars entirely, but we used to spray collar for Oyofa. And after a while, she reacted heavily to just the beep warning. Nice to know what this month's outrage farming is, though. Yep, material is shared. Okay, I probably need to kind of just move things around and create a second material, but... So if you upload any of the other models, it will have the same pale skin. But you can just put the texture back. Yeah. Every day he reminds me how much of a nerd this guy is. What the fuck? What the fuck? This isn't even a nerd thing. This is like just an avatar making thing. Whatever. Where were we? We were at, lunges? We did all of them. I'm going to assume we did all. Hi, Ronmu. I have no idea what a lot of these stretches are going to look like. But that's okay. Because I have big ol' sleeves to cover stuff up, I think. So, yippee! Oh, it's kind of like bound to the knees. Okay. That's not what I would have expected. The gang is crouching. New outfit? Yeah, we got a new outfit. This is like... Hi, Broily. Hello, cute, adorable, fluffy Yulind. This guy lost his hands. This is the first time I've ever been like, oh, this event thing is coming up. I want to make an outfit for it, right? So, like, Golden Week happened, and everybody had a Golden Week outfit. Halloween happens, everyone makes a Halloween outfit. And this is the first time that I'm like, I'm going to do something like that. So I'm kind of like, I'm kind of just really excited about it. This guy lost his hand, the side thigh. Halfway, hell yeah. The thigh side. Looking good, feeling so good, like damn. Okay. I gotta be careful with this one. This is toe touches. Vampy zombie femboy shall conquer the world. Yeah? It looks like a Chinese dress. It is! Don't be a coward, move 30 degrees. Shut the fuck up, Trogdor. It's okay. It's two outfits. It's two outfits combined and held up my two fingers here and realized, oh, that doesn't work. There is a Jiangxi outfit, which had the arms and the hat with the tag. And then there is the Chinese dress, which had its own arms, which were very much not Jiangxi arms. And then it had the neck, the dress, and the shoes. I kind of mixed them, because the one with the arms, it doesn't really have Jiangxi dress. It had, like, Jiangxi lingerie. So it was just like, you could just see through everything. And so I combined them a little bit. Because I wanted a Halloween outfit, but I didn't want it to be something that's just like, oh, I literally just can't use this for stream, so. Brother, this guy's such a brat. What did I even do that was a brat thing there? I was there. I would have to actively be moving away from getting attacked by Aslan. What the hell? What the hell? Okay. This is probably going to look really weird, because I'm learning how... Well... This just stretches. So doing splits is going to look really weird.
Yay, camera moved away from tracking. Ugh.
Better have saved the see-through outfit for the blue site. I did. Sticky clothes. It is very sticky. Ming?
Are you full of booba?
I couldn't see anything.
Only blank booba?
Not blank yet. Oh my. Hi, Comey.
Blank.
We're not planking yet.
Blank.
We still have other stretches to do. Oh, to stretch out a femboy? Okay. I'm getting tangled in my cords. Okay. What do I have left? Squats. Blank, not plank. I need to redo the Velcro on my trackers soon. It's starting to get really weak on one of them. What do I have left? I have 10 squats.
God.
And then plank. Slash puts money in his G-string. Chill.
Guess who crouched for way too long and then stood up way too quick?
You. Because you did 100 squats, didn't you?
No, I accidentally crouched too long because I was typing.
Why did you crouch to type? Yulind. Did you eat egg? I had 3 yesterday. I haven't had any today.
Well, missing from my setup currently because I put it away.
3, 5. 1,
Hey, 30 more,
2,
30 more to go.
3, 4, 5. What was that? 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have so much Pokemon to talk about today because there was the fucking massive Pokemon leaks, and my God, we have seen so much just information come out about the games, like the roadmap for the next 5 years, what games are planned. Some of them were surprising. They already have DLC planned for Pokopia, which is like, what the heck? The game's not even out yet. They just expect it to do that well. Pokemon Mew? What the fuck? We like Pokemon around here. We don't like the Pokemon Company, but we do like Pokemon around here. I think I have 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no, when I donate to get you to buy the new Pokemon, you refuse. They actually did talk about the differences in the main games and the Legends games. The Legends games are like deep dive looks at lore. That'll be like, hey, you played this game. This will be like, we go really in depth with that game. Whereas the mainline games, those are meant to be for a broader audience. That's supposed to be like, get new people into Pokemon. I feel like I've said this before, Trogdor. I love Pokemon. It's like the best IP. In fact, I know I said that yesterday. It's just like the Pokemon Company, they are out for profit. They have an extremely fast, not turnover rate, but I guess production cycle that keeps them from making good quality. The Legends games are better, lol. Now make a Moogle pom-pom toggle, but it comes out of the zipper of your pants. Cat, I'm stabbing this guy. Yeah, I don't want to go to France, Yulind. Why? What's wrong with France? Okay.
Yay, 100 squats completed.
Good job. In high school, middle school, just growing up, I thought the French were lame. You know, the whole joke was like, they fought in 100 wars and only won one. The one against themselves, it was a civil war. But, like, now that I'm so, like, anti-corporation and, like, pro-protest and wage rights, I learned that the French protest all the time, where it's like, oh, their prime minister just raised the retirement age from 62 to 64. And they're just like, all right, well, time to burn the streets down. I'm like, why are we doing that? The French are so much cooler. You can spend that money on something better than the Pokemon games, like charity or indie games or meth, or just putting the notes through a paper shredder. The French people. Wow. You want the long list or the longer list of things wrong with France? The only thing France has done in the past decade is Expedition 33. I really like how much they protest. I think they're fucking cool for that. The executed aristocrats, so France is where Flat Eric is from. Like, I don't know. I'm told that, you know, French people can be, like, we all know that stereotype. For the actual people I know in France, I think I only know one. And I fucking love that one Frenchie, so, like, I like France. They're just an easy punching bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My Disney Gator. The only time I went to France, I was at the World's Pavilion in Epcot. Man, why can't the UK be the easy punching bag? The United Kingdom sometimes is. They took a lot of shots for Brexit. Okay. How do I do this? I know how I do this. No, I know how I do this. Dude. I need to pull this down.
Funny.
I need to pull this down. And I need to pull this down. And then I think I need to be at this angle. What does this look like? Nope. Okay. That's not so bad. Hi, Devil Gated. What are we at? 29:30. 5 seconds. Ugh, 3 minutes. During my 6th grade field trip, the British accent actively pisses me off. It's probably because of high school now. Hard to be a punching bag when all of your stuffing is already all over the floor. Hi, Joe. Devil hug. There's a tiny creature next to you. Hi, Zooey. What is that outfit, Lind? It's a Jiangshi. you'll get a better look at it once I stand up. Hi, Zuby. Little dragon. One Zuby. Looks very not safe for work from the side. It's very open. By VR chat rules. It's okay. Well, by Twitch rules with VR chat. This is not safe if this was IRL or VTuber, but the VR chat category, so they say it's fine. 1 minute down. A singular techno rave. What was yesterday's word in Wordle? I saw a lot of people like not get it. That's kind of dumb. The VR chat differentiation in rules. I understand their login. Why is it not consistent? High mistake. Fox are gonna AFK. Gonna go clean self because, you know, don't want my headset to be sticky. Yeah. Hey, yo, new fit. Yeah. We're also halfway there. It's my Halloween costume. Beard? I think that was 2 days ago. Wasn't it like wound? I think it was wound. And shoes match. I think technically safe for work. 1 more minute. 16 more seconds. Fuck you. I'm gonna do Wordle right now. Okay. No pain, no gain. You have a huge butt on this one. It should be the same on all of them. 30 more seconds. Ew, words. I like Wordle. And anytime I play Wordle, my first word is always Octal. Because that makes me think of you, Octal Mage. You don't see Yulind on the stream? You see a video game character, which have a laxer dress code than streamers have. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Oh. Hi, Juice. Pyro. God damn it. So comedy is illegal now? Literally calling out names is illegal, you fuck. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. Okay. Where am I in my room? Oh, okay. You don't see Yulind on the stream. You see a video game character. Yeah, question mark egg. That makes Wordle better, but not okay. Don't be Deadland. Listening to the Armored Core 6 soundtrack is nice. Hell yeah. I did it in 4 attempts. I think mine was also 4. Shoots fired. The word of today is 5 letters. Do a spin. One thing I didn't know about this Zuvi is that it's I thought the middle tassel part would be like very flowy. It's like glued onto my legs, which is like, oh, that's interesting. I might see if I can undo that for the not safe for work version, but Safe word glue. Yeah, for stream, I'm like, that might be kind of better. Was that a spin or a rotation? Now I'm confused. Safe word glue. That was a spin. I mean, it was a rotation as well, but that was a spin. I'm cabled, Zooey. I can't just, like, turn on my feet, so. Thanks, man. Boo can't lift the dress. Yet. Maybe. Okay. I need to fix my trackers. So you guys wait there. Calibrate. Ugh. I didn't change anything. I just calibrated. What was wrong with me? Disciplines for that type of stuff is tough. And for it to be taped down, just painted to your body. That's one of those things where it's like, I don't know how hard that is going to be. Could you technically just like disconnect it from your legs and then it's like, okay, now it's flowing? But I imagine there's a good reason why it wasn't done like that initially. If I had to guess, it probably can't just be done like that. Zoomed off screen. It's embarrassing to readjust tracking on screen. You can't just like, Serena, you can't just like go in front of people and like change your trackers. Like sometimes I have to like change my belt tracker from front of it because I'm gonna walk on a treadmill, right? My tracker is on my back. But like to move that to the front in front of everybody, you'd see me twist and contort and everybody like, oh God, what are they doing? Professor Magnolia Doko. It'll look funny when you sit down with this Avion. I just need to sit down in very specific ways. This one's for that type of stuff is rough. For it to be taped down, just painted to your body, zoomed off screen wave. Hi, Wrath. I've seen a similar looking dress use either fizzbones of cloth physics to make it actually liftable and flowy. But then you need colliders up and down your legs for when you sit and walk. Oh, yeah. Making it not constantly clip to your legs is very difficult. I know how to do it, but I think I would have to add a lot of colliders. And colliders are actually kind of taxing on your system in like avatar size. So it's like, I could do it where I had like 10 colliders in each leg, and that would be not ideal. Hi, Kayla, get out of the road. We're not in the road. We're on a walkway. We're literally in front of the fucking Pokemon Center. You can't call this the road. There's stairs there. There's stairs. Nobody's driving here. We're safe here. Hi, Kayla. Making non-constantly clip through your legs is very difficult. Miss Lynn, Ring Ranker's version 2.4 is now on its 6th beta release. You know what video game news I saw that I'm incredibly excited for? Shit, what is it? Something Bits. The Mega Man-like idle game has a release date. And so I'm like, oh, I'm excited to watch that on Thursday. Hi, Yuki. Yulind, good news. I don't need my wisdom tooth pulled. Hell yeah. Americans seeing a road with no cars. It can also be done with constraints. Just a real pain to do. Constraints. I see what you... So, the biggest thing that gave me trouble with this outfit was the spell tag. This fucking thing up here was like a nightmare for me to fix. Because the collider I was making, it just didn't seem to care. I really wanted it so that when I move forward, it doesn't go into like the head and hair. It goes into the hair a little bit, but like before I set up the stuff there, it would like go, well, like this level of backwards, but you know, into my fucking head. So I was trying to set up a plain collider and it wasn't working. And I think now it has constraints so that it can't go below like 27% on the pitch, negative 27%. So it can still go forward. It can still go forward a bunch, but it can't go backward past 27%. Was how I fixed the tag. So I've learned a bit about colliders and constraints. However, I don't think I ever fully got there with colliders because it wasn't respecting the plane collider. I had like a plane collider that was like just my face and kind of angled a little bit, And so it shouldn't have been able to go past that, and it didn't care about it. It had zero respect for the plane. Back on a Starbound run. Back to building my bases. Hell yeah. All 4 fit in my giant mouth. Huh. I didn't need my colliders. I didn't need my wisdom teeth pulled, Yuki, until one of them chipped, and they said, well, this one's got to go. Well, if this one goes, the one on the top side goes. Well, if those two are going, then we got to move the two on the other side so that you're not lopsided. So because one's got to go, all 4 got to go. You guys see Kiark just there? Hey, Yulind, can you send me turtle videos? No. Damn, did you make sure to add the collider to the Fizzbones collider section? I thought I did. I thought they were, like, linked to each other, and they just didn't seem to work. Hi, Kumi. Where did you bury Bits? I don't know where Bits is. Bits is usually asleep or busy at this time. He'll pop in now and then. He did get a job recently. So, plane should be like a sure thing. I didn't understand why it wasn't working. Thinking about it now, I might not have put a collision value on the plane one. I might have tried it when I was doing a sphere, but it still wasn't respecting the sphere. I don't know. E-shot. What the fuck? Elon hates turtle chat. I gotta cancel him. I'm sorry. I don't hate turtles. In fact, there was a brief period of my life where I was like, turtles are my favorite animal. I'm going to keep buying turtles. Not like live turtles, but like little turtle figurines. You know when you go on like a trip and there's the little souvenir shop and they've got the same little like wooden and glass animals that are literally everywhere across the globe. I was getting a bunch of those, so I have like 3 or 4 turtles like that. Either way, limiting the pitch was smart. Limiting the pitch was the solution. I kind of wish I'd done it with the collider, but the constraint worked. But let's get walking. And then we'll talk about Pokemon. A lot. We have a BDO video to start. Ugh. Starters for Sword and Shield. Muted? What do you mean muted? I haven't seen the blue Twitch, but I assume Yulind sounds like a turtle. I'm gonna stab this guy. I got that. Like this. Is that your laugh trying to cover up your Seth Rogen deal? Hee. Oh. Start manual workout. No, like a turtle. Yeah, I got it, but I wanted to make fun of your laugh. Does this video get louder? I think it's just super quiet. Okay, there we go. Now it's starting to come in. 2.5 speed, 5 incline. Yippee! Oh, hey, Yulind. I already am playing Z to A. How are you already playing Z to A? I highly doubt you have a beta copy. Walking, having a hike? Yeah. The ROM got leaked? Oh, it's leaked. Oh. That's crazy. Like 3 to 4 days ago? I knew the, like, notes and stuff on the game got leaked. I didn't know the ROM got leaked. Wow, 43 minutes. I'm so proud of you today. And I've been on BDO, a midday rig stress test. What? Hi, Kuro. I gotta clear my throat. Hi, Kuro. Thank you for the raid. Oh. Good job today. Mwah. Thank you again. Kuro, I have a new outfit. Kuro, I have a Halloween outfit. I'm so excited about it. It's my first time doing a Halloween outfit. Hi, Leon. I wish Yulind had Chinese dress. What Kyra's saying? Hope Yulind Cutie has a good walk today. It doesn't push it too hard. Yeah, full on leaked. And I have a modded Switch. I see. Hi, Lopner. Whoa, nice Halloween outfit. Thank you. Most Nintendo ROMs get leaked a couple days in advance whenever they start arriving to retailers. Somebody always sneaks out a copy early. I played Effie Engage like 2 weeks early. Oh my goodness. That sounds kind of fucked up, but like, it's also Nintendo, so like, should I be too sympathetic? I need to play more 4K graphics Witcher 2, Witcher 3, and wish Yulind had a Chinese dress. Oh, I need to move. I just realized where I was. Nobody could stand in camera. We'll be here. I found the green cocktail dress I was talking about. May I DM? Lopner, sure, Leon. Leon wants some chicken sticks. I got Nashville hot. Nashville hot? Ugh. I would never. Hi, Yulind. Hi, Kuro. Wait, were you dealing with ads, Kuro? Dude. I feel like Twitch just completely dropped the fucking ball with delaying pre-rolls. No, I was laying down. Were the Battlefield 6 matches that fun, Kuro? Did you hear me say thank you, or do you want me to do it again? The challenge I had to do? Oh god, what did the challenge did you do? Go unlock the thing I need to do? Dude, Oku was like mauling yesterday. Oku had a challenge to unlock a character that was like, win 5 rush games. And he went like 7 hours without getting a single win. And he was just like, he literally got on Dota 2 to cheer himself up. Which is like, oh my god. Yarkai. What you got against Nashville? I don't have anything against Nashville. I don't know anything about Nashville. But I want Nashville hot. To unlock the thing I need to do to get the passive with so ass. They're good as funny. They're more mild than my medium heat chicken breaded patties. Do it again, give another kiss. Thank you, Kuro. I really appreciate it. Good job today. Mwah. I had to get 30 kills while stimmed, but the stim only lasts like 5 seconds. Does it have to be all in one stim or all in one match, or is it like you can do it across many matches? The chicken patties I have at Shockley, sometimes I need milk to survive. You have to do it close quarters too. Over many? Okay. If it was like all in one match, that'd be like shitty. 30 kills in a single stim. That just sounds impossible, but using the stim locks me in the animation. Do you see the problem yet? Oh no, I understand. That sounds like I hate games where it's like, oh, we have dailies for you. Get 10 kills with a grenade launcher. Get 10 kills with a hand cannon. I think Destiny 2 does that. And I fucking hate it. That's like, Dailies like that, where it's like, hey, you've got your standard playstyle, stop doing that. Just do like, you know, play these certain things. Some people will look at that and be like, oh, this is great. It encourages you to use different weapons and try different playstyles. But it's like, I hate changing from my main playstyle. Stim addict time. Over many. That challenge isn't too bad. Egg Poiglin start. Fuck dailies. I deal with weeklies at best. I love dailies. Dailies is like my fucking jam. But it's dailies that make me change how I play that I really don't like. Dailies is fine, I could just ignore. Actual class passive is locked behind it. There's a challenge to get 30 close quarter kills in a single match yellow for assault. Jesus! So kills at less than 15 minutes, which isn't bad. Just let me sniper mooks in peace. Hi, Oni. Hi, Cyber. There, you can do it. Shut up, Yulind. What the fuck? Cyber, it's so funny to me. Because Foss is like literally the easiest person to read when he likes a game. When I wake up in the morning and it's like 7 or 8, and Foss is still live, it's like, oh damn, he's really into it. I think the seasonal hub has replaced the bounties completely since some of them are connected to solo ops missions, lol. I think the challenges are good in my honest opinion. I hate challenges. I don't mind challenges like that. But like, I don't mind dailies that are like, get 10 kills in PvP. But if it's like, get 10 kills in PvP with a grenade launcher, then I'm like, oh, I hate this. I don't do those. They give tons of experience. Head hurts, so I see you later. Bye, Kuro. Thank you again. I hope your head feels better. Good night, Kuro. I'm sick of playing FPS that give you everything out of the gate. You end up with everybody playing the same meta setup. Fun to have a period where people are figuring stuff out. Bye, Kuro. You open up stream. He's been playing for 6 hours for the 3rd day in a row. Right? I was in a call with Cairo yesterday, Cyber. And Cairo really liked Metaphor and Fantasia. He recommended it to Foss. And we're just hearing Foss complain about something. And we're like, I'm sitting there like, I think that's just Foss. I think he just complains a lot, but I don't think he hates the game. Foss, what would you rate the game so far? He's like, I don't know, man. I just started. It's aight. It was my game of the year easily last year. I remember Cairo being very excited for it for a long time. And then I'd say I probably watched Cairo play 50% of it. Hi, Jack. There is one thing that we quote all the fucking time, Cyber. Where Cairo is fighting the first boss. He's fighting one of the humans. And it's like a big egg. And I don't know if Foss has done this yet. Given that he went like 4 hours while I was asleep, I assume he has, Cyber. But the side of the egg opens up, and it's like a bar. He did do it? Okay. And I was watching, I think I was in a call with Cairo. We missed it, Sag. That's so sad. I was in a call with Cairo, and Cairo's like, what the fuck's going on with this guy? Dude, I don't understand him. And I just went, oh, it's just like Liar's Bar. And there's dead silence for 5 seconds, Cyber. And Cairo just goes, what the fuck do you mean just like Liar's Bar? What the fuck are you talking about? It was like the hardest stun lock I have ever seen that man have. Of just 5 seconds of like, you can hear and see the gears just ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. It's just like, nope, can't make sense of this. And wait, that's a cook though? It's just like Liar's Bar. Bye-bye, Kuro. You're such a cutie. Just do the quest you don't do, you. That's something Core would do. She used Gunlance in Trials of Osiris before on stream. GLs? I said Gunlance because I was thinking Monster Hunter. Okay, our weapon attachment and locks all take like 10 times the time as older games, apparently. I'm a not the Lopner. This game of the year easily last year, nom. Poi, I forget today is weekly reset for Destiny 2. Well, hello, Yulind. Hi. Huh? Ah, nom. I'm a nom you, like Liar's Bar. Ah. Egg, he did it. We missed it, Sag. The update I have seen so far is you just get 300 power and 777,000 unstable cores. Did someone say egg? It's been like a year. And to this day, we still just break that out now and then with just like, oh, it's just like Liar's Bar when we don't understand something. When I fucking said it, Boss's grin emote, that was just my face. Just the fucking shit-eating grin of like, ah yes, this is exactly the reaction I wanted and more. I'm so happy right now. But no, you know what else was funny, Cairo? He used the brawler, or was at least looking at it, and I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen that form before. There's a brawler form? That thing looks cool. I didn't know that existed. I wanted to talk to Foss more about it this morning. But when I woke up at 7, he was still alive. And I went to the grocery store, and when I got back, he had ended. Yulind, this new outfit is peak side thigh material. Yeah, I'm so happy with it, Baldir. This is easily my favorite outfit right now. The bunny is great. The beach is still probably, like, the best one. But, like, this is the one I want to be in the most. Someone do a sci-fi side-thigh joke? I'm too tired. I want to make a not safe for work version of it, which will have more toggles. This one actually has no toggles. This one right now is literally just like, I switch to it and that's all it can do. But I want to make a not safe for work one that's, it's so good, thank you. I want to make a version that's like, I can turn stuff on and off. Things are more grabbable. There's, one of the Jiangxi outfits has a, literally just a spell tag for underwear. So, the little, like, thong lines, that could go away and the underwear could literally just be a spell tag. Blue Twitch, there will most likely be Blue Twitch of this at some point. I can't figure that one out, Baldir. I've been up for 24 hours. You've been up for 24 hours? Cyber, go to sleep. Can I move this? I can't. Yeah, bro, I just got off plane. Oh, that's right! You were watching Foss from up in the plane. Oh, you're pretty plenty grabbable. I'm going to try for a 2-day up. A 2-day up? I'm in LA right now. You gotta be careful, Cyber. LA is the dangerous part of California. There's nothing but riots and criminals. And it's a dangerous place. Don't get scam jumped. Be awake for 2 freaking days? Do not be up for 2 days. Also, I want a drink. Dude, I looked out the window and they're burning the place down. Sounds like LA. Hi, Mixie. I'm very quick to defend LA right now because of politics, cyber. But I actually really don't like LA. They have so many cars on the road and so much traffic. If you try to drive on the freeway from like 1 to 7, you're gridlocked. You're literally just like bumper to bumper for miles until you get through LA. It's horrendous. And because of this and one other factor. So they're next to the ocean. The wind comes from the ocean. They're also on the other side of them. There is a like mountain ridge. And so all of their smog from their cars just gets stuck over them. It can't go over the mountain ridge, but it can't go out across the sea because the sea wind is blowing it just into a corner. And so what happens is all of their car smog just gets stuck right on top of them. I went to LA a few times since some of my family live there. Not to mention San Diego. They literally have a green sky, which, Cyber, you could just look up in the middle of the day and be like, why the fuck is it that color? It's nasty. And, yeah, I would not want to live in LA for, like, that reason alone. But is it, like, crime-ridden and you're gonna get murdered? No. I've done it before. I might need to do it more. I'm staying in the airport until my next flight? Oh, gotcha. Oh, LA is such a shit city. Also, I'm claiming the top right of the screen, and I'm not paying rent. Where are you? I see you up there. I don't see where you are in the world. You're probably on, like, one of the buildings up there, right? That or you might just be on the road up there, because I think you just go up there. To bring the conversation back, I love seeing COD kids mauled about how Battlefield isn't like COD. So they can't content farm it. Also, people that use a keyboard pass-through for controller, use controller aim assist, mouse and keyboard, are getting banned due to the anti-cheat. I actually do have that in my notes, Cairo. It's Cronus Zen. Which, I don't actually know what Cronus Zen is, but I assume it's what you're talking about here. People are getting banned for using Cronus Zen. I'm just here long enough to get to Atlanta? Ah. That's where my uncle lives. Yes, it is. To be fair, the controller aim assist is absolutely crazy. You get like 0 shooting recoil. Oh, that's so fucking lame. I'm in Georgia. My uncle is in Georgia. My parents really want to move to North Carolina because they like the area there and it'd be close to Georgia. There can be at times where it might be smart to strap on half my face respirator. Yes, it is. I'm in Georgia. Basically, you get a play mouse and keyboard with controller aim assist. Yeah. It abuses aim assist to basically aimbot. By constantly sending minor inputs, makes the aim assist think you're close. That one Riley CS that was taking shots on Twitter uses it, if I recall. The black and white cat girl. I'm somewhere between LA and San Diego. I see. Between LA and San Diego? My cousin lives in San Diego. I have never visited her there. I went to California recently for Santa Rosa. I saw her at the Arkansas reunion. And yes, I'm on the top bridge thing behind a building. And we have a casino, tribe owned. When I lived in California, I lived in Thousand Oaks, which is kind of near LA. I think it's just outside of it. After that, I lived there for 4.5 years. Then I lived in Twain Harte for 1 year. Twain Harte is way North California, middle of nowhere, woods. People go, wait, there's fucking trees up there? I know that place, Yulind. I was in Twain Harte for a year. My parents really want that house again. Not that house, but that life. That, you know, the mountain home. I've been up and down the whole state. Then I was in Colorado for 2 years. I keep holding up fucking fingers like, 2 guys, 2, and it's like, oh, you can't see that. I was in Colorado for 2 years. And then I came back to California. I was in Fairfield. Fairfield is like right smack between Sacramento and San Francisco. And I was there for 10 years. That's the longest I've ever lived in one place. I found key art. Yeah. I was in Fairfield for 10 years. Then I did Missouri for 5 years. Then I moved a lot in Texas now that I think about it. I was in one house for 3 years. Then I was in another house for 1 year. Then I was in my apartment for 3 years. I live in San Francisco, by the way. San Francisco is okay. I don't know if I'd want to live there. Been my home since 1989. I visited San Francisco a lot because I was just an hour away from it. I remember going to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum a bunch. And we also went to... My parents really like going to Alcatraz. We went to the Physics Museum, I think once. Might have went to the California Academy of Sciences at one point. I think so. If I recall correctly, San Fran is dog-ass post-COVID, no? I wouldn't think that. That's the place I work at? Really? Is that the one that's like, it's a big, like, open box building? Yes, that big museum. In Golden Gate Park. I've literally been there! Next to the D.E. Young. I remember we went there and there was like just a bunch of science stuff there. The thing I remember the most is there was a big TV screen. And it was like, your brain locks in on stuff. Count how many times the team in white shirts bounces the basketball. And you do that. And it's like, did you even see the gorilla? And you're like, fucking what? So you watch it again, you just see the guy in the gorilla costume just walk across. I saw that there before it was on YouTube. And it was like, whoa. That's the thing I remember the most. I'm actually going there today. Work for the last day of the week till next week. You ever want to come over for a visit? Got no issue showing you my area. Kayla, I don't want to see your area. If I'm ever in that place, I just want to see you and, like, chill at your house. I would not actually want to go visit the town. 1:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. for planetarium. Pretty much every tech bros started working remote. All the big-ass buildings are empty as fuck. I watched a documentary on it. Petty theft has hit, like, an all-time high. It also has the U.S. highest rate of bipping? I don't know what bipping is. Side effect of jacking up rent and prices to unlivable rates. Oh, shooting? I see. Hi, Hobbit. Accidentally ran into you in my workplace, I'd be shocked. I would have been there in like 2007, 2008. So if you've been working there for 8 years, we didn't meet up. Bipping is car break-ins? No? Okay. Just as bad? I would say it's not anywhere near as bad. I would say I would much rather have my car broken into than get shot. I haven't know, but it's still open out. Like using spark plugs to shatter glass windows and yoink stuff from cars. Mm-hmm. Hobbit. Hobbit. I did the thing. I made the outfit. Right now, not much going on except with the regular day. The day operations, yay. I even did texture work with it, Hobbit. Because it's a Jiangxi, and they should be dead and pale. I took my skin texture and turned the saturation down, so it's really, really pale compared to the normal skin. I don't know if that's the good way to do that, but that's what I did. Well, I right now happen to live smack next to wine country. The beacons are lit. Only busy holidays was yesterday for Indigenous Peoples Day. Museum was capped at 4,300. Oh my goodness. I'd imagine any holiday is like big for a museum. Just having people off, they're like, hey, let's go places like this. I know when I was worked at UPS, every single holiday was really bad. It was like, oh shit, we get slammed because everybody's sending mail for the holidays. I worked at UPS for July 4th, and it was like, yeah, this isn't Christmas, but you're gonna be working overtime. It was really busy. Even the planetarium was at 200 plus maximum people in the dome. Smack next to wine country. When I lived there, Kayla, I was in wine country. We could get something made nice. The beacons are lit. No video for after stream. Kayla, I typically don't like wine. However, I would drink, you know, my usual Red's Hard. Usually 290 is a can. Minimum usually is 190 to 200. They have a minimum. Is it like not enough people signed up for the planetarium? So go home? That's crazy. Usually the slots are at 200. We're at 1.2 miles already? How? If people decide to leave, always have a standby line, which is first come, first serve. Sent you a video for after stream? Okay. I don't know if I'll watch it. How long is it? How long is it? If it's like 10 plus minutes, I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna watch it. If it's like 3, yeah, I can watch that. Not during stream, but like, you know. When I was working on the outfit, who was it? Somebody told me I'd have to do the Jiangxi jump the whole time. I'd have to have my hands out like this, and literally doing the hop the whole time, and I was like, fuck you, that is not happening. Most planetarium shows are 30 minutes long. No, it's minus 10 minutes. With the exclusion of One Sky Project being... Nopey, not hoppy. 35 minutes. I do know of a few places in town you like better. We're having a number of breweries spread across town, and most make bomb root beer. We can get a growler to go. Kayla, on what grounds do you think I would like any of these things? Because I am a hermit. I hate leaving the house. I would already be anxious as fuck not at my house and visiting you at your house. Leaving your house to go visit places. I think I'd have a heart attack. I would very much like... There's nothing you could show me in your city that I would prefer over literally just hanging out at your house. You're very small and only the locals know about. I stand by my statement. did I... I know I sent a tease of this outfit to Proxy. He might have been the one. Because Proxy always likes long sleeves. So I showed him the sleeves. I know Oku saw it. I know Micaiah saw it. I know Cairo saw it. Well, I'm happening to be using the backyard as a stone cutting area. Yeah, you've been working on that the past couple months. Have you, like, made money with that, or are you still in, like, the learning process? I would think the adult tickets for entry are always at $49 at the least. Oh, I thought you were saying, like, the number of people minimum. I thought you were saying, like, if the Planetarium Dome doesn't have at least 200 people sign up, they don't do a show. Hi, Slacker. It is! This is Black Desert Online. Specifically, this walk is... Kusha to Altanova. More of the dome gets so full quickly, so if that happens, no more can enters all. Okay, well, you said minimum earlier, so I was like, wait, do they just not do a show if not enough people sign up? I hate that I recognize that. Look, we're a very MMO-pilled stream, Slacker. I'm literally staying up till like 4 a.m. lately because I'm having so much fun in Legion Remix in WoW. This is a safe space. You're among friends here. Estimating the range from 200 to 290. Okay, okay. In quiet days, we usually get less or maybe far less people in the dome. Whoa. Here. We'll do that. Oh, but... Okay. I gotta hide this. Nameplate. Visibility. There we go. That's better. I have a few hours on this game. Around 35,000. That might be more than I have in WoW. I need to cobble learning. I need to cobble together a slow water trickle thingy for better cutting. One of my supervisors joked with me before having a planetarium show. They said maybe 15 people. Just 15? Oh. Welcome to my hell. Oh god, should I check my hours? Yeah! I started playing in, I think, 2016 on day 1. But I quit 2 years ago. I only quit WoW, so I've like unsubscribed from WoW a few times and like come back when it's like, I want to get some more fun, right? When a patch comes out, when expansion comes out. I actually quit in Shadowlands because the game was very frustrating at that time. But also like, that was when the big lawsuit against Blizzard happened. And so at the time I was like, I'm boycotting Blizzard, this company sucks. And that lasted for about a year, year and a half. I know I was huge in the EU PvP scene on BDO. Hell yeah. So I didn't play BDO. My ex tried to get me into it. And I was just like, I really wanted to play Terra instead at the time. So I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna go play Terra. I only gave it like 15 minutes. I did not give it a fair shot. For one of my stream days, I leveled up to 50. Holy cow, I'm just 100 hours away on still 10k on Destiny. Hell yeah. For one of my stream days, I leveled up to 50 on Black Desert Online. And I'm gonna be honest, doing it as a stream thing was probably the worst idea possible. That was probably the worst leveling experience I've ever had, but I was trying to entertain stream while doing it. And I was literally just talking to quest givers and going to the next place. It was very little combat. And the combat of BDO is... all I hear is how good it is. But, like... it's very overwhelming, right? I mean, you know, Slacker. They throw everything in the kitchen sink at you right away. And I was like... because I was so focused on stream and so focused on the story of just turning quests in, it was really hard to like learn, okay, in combat I can do this. Let's apply that to the next fight. Okay, when I do this, I can combo with that, right? Thank you for the follow. When I actually like was leveling, I'd be like, okay, talk to this guy, talk to that guy, talk to this guy. Now go talk to that first guy. Now go kill 3 bandits. Okay, talk to this guy, run to this town. Now talk to this guy, talk to this. It was very much like, I only got to do one little fight every like 30 minutes. And so it was just like, I'm not learning. I'm not getting enough time to like really apply what I just learned in the last fight. So what ended up happening was, I forget which class I was playing. It was a shield left hand, spear right hand. And I found some ice sweep move that I could use while strafing. So I would just like sweep across them with this like ice attack. And that way I could just like constantly be moving in a circle around them and doing AoE. Dracania. And it was like, that was like all I needed to get like quest mobs down. And it was like, well, this works. I hear good things about the combat, but I'm not learning it. And I'm planning to just make walking videos, so. I don't know if it's Dracania. I thought it was like, not Valkyrie, but Shield Maiden? I forget. Maybe it was. Started playing 2016, quit 2 years ago. Went close to confirm 5.5k hours. I don't know, I was huge in PvP. I was with Naval and Worker nodes. But then they killed PvP, all my friends quit. I didn't see point in grinding 12 to 15 hours a day. Keep ahead in gear, because they made it easier and easier. I think I'm almost 67 on my, it used to be so good. There's a lot of people worried about that right now with World of Warcraft. Because World of Warcraft combat, it's getting a little bloated. It's okay for some classes to be really difficult and have a lot of abilities. But there's really only like 2 options if you want to play an easy class. And even those are getting a little bit like, okay, line this up and line that up. So World of Warcraft's next expansion, they are pruning like 10 abilities from every spec. And a lot of people are like, this is the death of the game. They're going to make it too easy. This is going to be like bad to play. And so a lot of people are very worried about that. I personally think it'll be good. I don't think it's going to be the death of the game. I mean, they just did 1 button mode, and that was massively successful. And so I kind of just expect it to do... I kind of expect the next expansion to be really good numbers for WoW. But now I'm become more of a hunter of sorts. I'm trying to hunt stronger things. Yeah, there was a few bad calls, I will not lie. The video has the New Age problem. The BDO, not the video. BDO has the New Age problem of a lot of documentation about class intricacies are stored within class discords. Yeah. Yeah, questing and spamming R. Dracania, I think. Dracania 1, the still most busted. Valk. Hypers. I'm just chilling here. Now every now and then I'm reminded, you're actually looted either by outfit or topic, not complaining though. Teehee. My friend carried a sheep to every node in this game. Even took it on boats and went to every island. It was like a 4-hour video sped up. 4 hours after being sped up. Yeah. I exist as a jack of all classes, but will mainline the Maewa any day. I haven't played WoW since I think Wrath of the Lich King. I was only a kid. Hi, Bexy Nut. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I started WoW in vanilla. Here's a fun fact. How do you know if somebody played vanilla World of Warcraft 20 years ago? Don't worry. They will always fucking tell you. Anyway, this is so chill, love your vibes. Thank you. It's every day. I walk 5 miles a day. And that's how I got myself in shape. I started playing in Classic. I didn't actually get good until really late Burning Crusade. Early Wrath of the Lich King. And I've kind of just been like, I fucking love raiding since then. There's been very few raid tiers that I actually missed. I still need to get my ships up to par. This is so chill, love your vibes. Yuli, I think that joke goes for retail. WoW now too. I don't think it does. You can tell the OG WoW players by their bow. I don't think you can go a single day without talking about WoW. That's just because it's me, and I do a stream talking about stuff, and Legion Remix is currently, like, fun in, like, the new thing. Fuck you, Cairo. This guy's not an MMO player. This guy's just not an MMO player. He just quits mid-story. B.O. body odor? Okay, okay. Excuses, excuses. I haven't found another MMO I really liked. I have one, Slacker. I really, really liked WildStar. It's fucking dead. Walking through Rata Sum. Gotta turn up the volume. This is a very short one. We on break for Spooky Month? Guys, we're not going to play Final Fantasy because we're on break for Spooky Month. Plays Battlefield 6 2 days in a row. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. You can tell by smell for old school active RuneScape players, if I'm being honest. I used to play Blade and Soul back in the day. I want to get walking videos of Blade and Soul. One fucking day. No. Your last stream, you did it too. Playing against Internet Men. The scariest frontier. I really want to make walking videos of Blade and Soul Neo. How many streams of how many streams of Battlefield 6 have you done? Because I think on Friday or Thursday, I'll kill you. You have not done just Battlefield once. You've done like 2 or 3 streams of it. What a Weasley little liar, dude. Micaiah, check his VODs. Check this guy's VODs. Get the liver. I did Chronos on Thursday, nothing Friday. BF6 Mom Day? Was it that far ago? I thought you did it like really recently. I loved WildStar, Slacker. And I'm very excited. There's the company that buys the rights to old video games that you can't play anymore. And they basically have, you know, a service where you can buy the files for those games so you can play them again. They're trying to buy up all these old games. They would otherwise just be rotting and their companies don't use them. They're trying to buy WildStar. They're in talks with NCSoft to like get WildStar and then potentially work with a hosting service to get that company or to get that game like live. I would kill for that. I think WildStar was genuinely my favorite combat from any MMO. But nothing has happened in like the last year. It's my favorite combat. For a long time, it was my favorite housing. I really like the housing in MMOs. I can't say I particularly like the BDO housing. I think World of Warcraft housing is going to be a step up. Not much of a step up from Final Fantasy. The 3 best ones. Rift, WildStar, and PSO2 NGS. I love the housing in those. I'm a small plushie. I used to play Blade and Soul back in the day. I got to max level in Blade and Soul. Again, with that X that I played, not Blade and Soul. Black Desert Online. That X I played Black Desert Online with. We played a lot of Blade and Soul. And we got to max level and we're like, okay, time to do research. Let's see what it takes to raid in this game, be late game. Money? It's pay to win. Fuck this, we're out. Wizard 101 going to Xbox and PS5. That's kind of funny. One fucking day. For modern RuneScape players by Smell, I know this well. Playing against internet men. The scariest frontier. No, I'll kill you. What a Weasley little liar, dude. Get the liver. The Cronus on Thursday, nothing Friday, BF6 Monday. That's cool. Seen a crazy leak that apparently Pokemon is working on full MMO? Yeah, so I have all of the Pokemon leak stuff in my notes. We haven't gone too in-depth with it. But literally, Pokemon is working on the MMO where all of the regions are in the game and you can go between them, which is like, fucking what? That's gonna be crazy. Even if it was coming back, do you think it'd survive current gaming standards? Wildstar, I mean? I don't think... So here's the thing. MMOs are extremely expensive to make content for. But they're actually not that expensive to just host and have online. So if they had like a $1 subscription fee or like small cash shop items that like once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they added cosmetics, the game would it would just fall into its like cult following, be in maintenance mode, and it would honestly kind of thrive. It's very, I don't want to say cheap, but it's very like at what you spend on an MMO, very easy to keep it up and running in maintenance mode. There's a lot of MMOs that just, they have their like 5,000 players, their 10,000 players, and they're making a profit. That's all they need. I spent like 14K on BDO. I mean, that's a shit ton. But also you put 35,000 hours into it, and like, you deemed it worth it. I've put like 2,000, maybe 3,000 into World of Warcraft. I think most of that is from subscription, although a lot of it would come from like server transferring and stuff. If they do that right, that could be crazy cool. Here's the thing, Slacker. I think Pokemon is one of the most beloved IPs. I certainly love it. But I think the Pokemon Company is so shit. And so when I hear like, if they do that right, that'd be really cool, my immediate thought is, oh, well then it won't be done right. Because it's the Pokemon Company. Like, I have high hopes. Hi, Mau Mau Lang. I have high hopes, but I have very low expectations. Even if it's coming back, do you think it'll survive? No. I know the BO issue of RS players. 8 years is a number. It has so much potential, I hope they follow through with it. I spent like 14K on BDO, I hate it. I wish I could refund. Oh, Pokemon Game Freak is good? It's Pokemon Company that fucks them? Yeah. Yeah, the one MMO I still play is Mabinogi. Launched in like 2004 and is still kicking. The devs never gave up on it, even the player base was small. Yeah, it's just one of those games that like, you don't hear about it for 10 years. And then you're like, wait, this is still a thing? And then you look into it and it's like, yeah, it's got 20,000 players per week. They're doing all right. But it's been beaten to death. Pokemon is just mangled. It's all the Pokemon Company. It's all their like, we need an annual release. We don't need polish because that doesn't matter for sales. I mean, even as Star Wars Online still has the money to put out new content, or Star Trek Online, and they even hire the TV cast to do voice work for it. Yeah. Do you see the game Game Freak made without being a Nintendo or the Pokemon Company? It looks stunning. Which one is that? I know Pokopia is coming out, and I'm actually really excited for that one. A fucking like Animal Crossing Pokemon game looks so fucking fun to play. And they're apparently like putting a lot into it. They're already working on DLC for it. I think it was like 27 or 28. Bye, Comey. Have a good one. 27 or 28, we're going to get DLC for Pokopia. No. Like its own game that Game Freak made with another company. Oh! I remember this. I don't remember the game. I remember it being a game, though, and it was like, wait, the Pokemon Company is... or Game Freak is capable of doing this? Why do they make these ass Pokemon games? This game they made is incredible. Oh, God, I don't remember the name of it at all. I just remember people being like shocked at how good it was. Listen, Pokemon has no excuse to not polish the heck out of the games, given their money flow. Here's the thing, Mau Mau. You could spend 3 years making a game that sells 50 million units. It's a 10 of 10. Everybody loves it. It wins Game of the Year. It sells 50 million copies. Massive commercial success. Or you could make a shit game every year that sells 25 million copies. If you spent the same amount of development time on both of those, 3 years, but for the second type, the one you make an annual release, you make 3 games that all sell 25 million units, you just made an extra 25 million units worth of sales, which 25 million times 60, whatever that is. There is, from a business perspective, very little incentive for them to make a good polished game. Just money-wise, and I don't want this to come off as blaming Pokemon fans, but it kind of is. No matter how bad a Pokemon game is, people are going to buy it. I think Scarlet and Violet, I think Sword and Shield are some of the worst Pokemon games out there. They're fucking trash. They're so unpolished. Scarlet and Violet, you can't even change your clothes except for 4 base outfits, which are just texture swaps of each other. It's insane. Like, literally having costumes and outfits was one of the most loved features of Pokemon. And they just said, too much effort, get rid of it. And it's like, it's just such a degradation of the series. But did it sell well? Oh, you bet your fucking ass it did. Scarlet and Violet sold like 25 million or 35 million copies. Like, it's one of the best-selling Pokemon games of all time. When you look at the sales for Pokemon games, Red and Blue sold like 30 or 35 million. And that's just because it was 30 years ago. It's had a lot of time to build that up. And then the sales kind of dip. And then they go back up. The Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield each sold 25 to 30 million copies. And it's like, it's a very hard argument to convince a business, to convince an investor, hey, would you be willing to make less money, but like, make less games, but the games you do make are really high quality and everybody loves them, and like, you'll make literally billions less in money. But people will think you're really, really cool. People will think you're like so cool. When you think of like a business guy that like doesn't give a shit about what a Pikachu is, he laughs at that question. So it's like, it's I get it. It's frustrating. I hate it. But it's gamers voting with their wallets, and my god, are we idiots. That being said, hi Eddie Silva, thank you for the follow. That being said, I never want to harass people for disliking the games. I have some very, very dear friends that, you know, Scarlet and Violet came out, and they bought both games. And I used to be the Debbie Downer. I used to be the one that's like, you're what's wrong with Pokemon. People like you ruin it for everybody. Just fucking boycott it. And they're like, dude, I work 70 hours a week. I barely make enough to pay rent. Pokemon make me happy. Pokemon make brain go burr. Get the fuck out of my face. And that's a completely valid take, and I try not to be so, like, Debbie Downer about it now. No, it's like its own game. The Game Freak made with another company. Yeah, I can't remember what it is. Beast of Reincarnation, I think I just googled it. Okay. The fan-made projects, even if fair use covers them, we are going to try to mafia them into shutting down with lawsuits. I'm excited for the new game. I like the concept. I'm so excited for Pokopia. Fanboys defend them out of ill-placed loyalty. They've done a lot of scummy stuff. I'm not a fan of Nintendo. It's business. Yeah, sadly, that's the heart of the issue. Just disappointing since I know they can do so much better. It would be so fucking nice if they just said, we make enough, we don't need to make the absolute most. Like, Pokemon is the highest selling IP of all time. Let's just make quality. Every 3 to 4 years, a mainline Pokemon game comes out. If their annual release was across like 5 different teams, and they were making games the quality of Breath of the Wild, Pokemon would like, literally, people would be like, hey, we have a monopoly lawsuit against you, Pokemon, because you're making too good of games. Like, your sales are too high. There would be issues with them like doing too well. Because if it was like a mainline game every 5 years, something like Pokopia, and then something like, what I've always wanted is Death Stranding, but Pokemon themed. Take out all the horror stuff, make it about logistics and like traveling around a big open world, but involving Pokemon. Just like go into every genre, Pokken Tournament, Pokemon Unite. Go into every genre just with Pokemon and make them super fucking polished games. We would literally just all love it. They would literally be what Steam is to game... I don't want to say developers. But you know how like Steam is just better than everything else when it comes to getting games? Why is the playlist stopped? What? I need to stop walking. We're gonna bring that down. It's on shuffle. What video do we get next? Oh, fuck you. Another storm. Okay. What are we at? 2.4? That'll be like 6 miles. Oh yeah, 100%. I bought every Pokemon game for the years, even if it's bad. So, some leaked info came out today about why they're degrading. It's because they keep chasing out whoever is developing the games, lol. It annoys me you can't go into buildings anymore. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet is just something different. My 16-year-old laptop has more FPS in Minecraft than Scarlet FPS on the Switch one. It's crazy just how bad Scarlet and Violet looks. Like, Xenoblade exists. Breath of the Wild exists. How the fuck do you have a Nintendo 64 looking ass tree in a Switch game? Oh my god. On Switch 2 it's really smooth, but sad you need a Switch 2. Scarlet and Violet feels like it was made for Switch 2. Instead it felt like we had to wait for years. Thinking to feel like an actual game. I feel like Scarlet and Violet was made for the fucking Wii. It's just so poorly optimized that it has to, like, wait for the fucking Switch to run smoothly. They pick money every damn time. My husband was so excited to play Scarlet and Violet with me. I never played Pokemon before that time. But the technical issues were so bad, sadly. I still like Pokemon. Just wish there were more games I didn't have to just ignore the issues while playing them. Yeah, haha, big floofy tail. Legends EDA comes out on Thursday. Taking a flight on that day, that same day, so I have 11 hours to play it. Hell yeah. They actually cooked with a new Digimon game. I have only heard good things about the Digimon game. For Zeta A, there's some things that look good and there's some things that look really bad. The entire map, the entire city of Lumio City, is one model. From a design perspective, unless they have some new innovating tech that, like, makes that not an issue, that is a really, really bad issue. That is like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm It looks awesome. Are you using a treadmill? I am. I'm walking on a treadmill. I am in VR chat to show you what I see. I'm just walking in. I'm walking in a Pokemon world. Motochoke City. And I am masking out the VR chat world so that you guys see me walking through a YouTube video. I played it for 30 hours still in the main story. I had to prep a lot of stuff for a trip. So not much game time this week. I really just want the D3 Digivice, IRL, LOL. I had Digivices when I was a kid, and they were awesome. Me too. Oh, my husband played the whole game. Personally, he liked it. To be fair, he's a Digimon fanboy, though. So he's biased to Lemao. Well, even if he's biased, I only hear good things about the new Digimon game. For me, with Pokemon, the last one I played was Scarlet. And I really didn't want to play it. I was really like, I hate Pokemon Company. I'm boycotting these games. I refuse to play this. Sadly, I had just been let go from my job. I had not started streaming yet. And I had my parents kind of breathing down my neck going, how many resumes did you send out this week? Thank you for the follow, Mau Mau. And so I was really depressed when Scarlet and Violet came out. And I knew all of my friends were going to get it. Literally all of my closest friends were going to be playing it, and I was going to get really, really bad FOMO. And so I kind of sat there just like, even though I don't want to buy this, even though I'm really like against Pokemon games right now, I think I might fucking cry and have a breakdown if I have to watch all my friends stream Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and have fun linking up and playing in a world together, and I just can't. And so I said, fuck it. I bought Scarlet. When I play Pokemon games, I always do theme teams. So either all water types or like all dogs. And when I played through Scarlet, I did an all dog team. I had Lycanroc, Mobostiff, Graveyard, Fido, the thing that Fido evolves into, Houndoom, and Herdier. I had the dog pack, and that brought me a lot of joy. That was like, I'm in a really dark place, and Pokemon and my friends got me through that. Admittedly, that was like a whole year. Pokemon did not tide me over for a whole year. Satisfactory and Stardew Valley did a lot more for my depression at the time. But Pokemon helped me for like a week or two. Gonna be flying to the US for the first time. Going to TwitchCon with my partner and gonna meet some friends. That's so exciting. Wait, is TwitchCon that soon? Oh god, I hadn't realized TwitchCon was like that around the corner. Listen, sometimes you just need a little junk food game to turn your brain off. Don't blame me for getting it due to FOMO. That's exactly what it was. This weekend? Oh shit. That is exactly what it was, Mama. It was just a junk food game. A kind of expensive one. But a junk food game to just like, I'm not having a good time. And this will change that. Yeah, people are leaving now. I fly on Thursday. People always want me to go. And I'll admit, it would be fun. I wouldn't really want to go to the con itself. I would just want to like hang out at Airbnbs with people. But I'm a hermit and I hate leaving the house. I exercise on a treadmill so that I don't have to go walk outside. Outside is scary. There's bugs and weather and people. I don't want to go out there. It's scary. My girlfriend streams. Just getting back into it. Oh no, I'm people. You are. You're terrifying, Baldir. Wears full stealth and goes outside. And ghosts that are less scary of people. Was gonna go, but I realized the only reason I wanted to go was to see friends, and the economy right now is so bad. So hey guys, let's just schedule a hangout later in a cheaper area. Yeah. It's like I would only care for a meetup. And I would literally just stay at the Airbnb the whole time. And it would be crazy expensive because it's, gouged prices for, I say gouged, but it's more surge. It's surge prices for the event for TwitchCon. And so, like, even just going to hang out at the Airbnb would be expensive. Um, one of my friend groups, apparently they do like an annual meetup. And I don't know if they're serious or not, but they're like, we're going to plan the next meetup in Missouri so that Yulind has no excuse not to go. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay. So much stuff in the US I got to get used to. I'm British, like tax and tipping and jaywalking. Lamau the friend trap. They're going to drag me kicking and screaming out of this house. And I'm going to be crying and shaking the whole time. And then after I'll be like, that was a lot of fun. And they're going to be like, what do you mean fun? You look like you had a 72-hour panic attack. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Mau. I recently had a family reunion in Arkansas. And so I drove down there. When I was there, I had 3 Twitch friends that I've known for 4 years. They live in Arkansas. And so I was like, hey, while I'm here for the family reunion, I'll visit them. So I stayed with them for 3 days. Literally, I show up at their place. They welcome me in. I sit on the couch they had, and I'm literally just shaking. My hands and legs were literally just shaking. And I'm like, oh, this is so embarrassing. I don't want them to see that I'm nervous. My teeth start fucking chattering. And I'm like, mentally, I'm like, I literally love all of these people. Hi, Lurky. Okay, noob. I literally love all these people. Why am I freaking out and so scared right now? But I was kind of, holding my hands together in my lap, pressing my feet against the couch, literally clenching my teeth to, not chatter. And I was just like, oh, this looks so bad. Why am I so scared? And one of them was working at the time. The other 2 were like, oh my God. Yulind's so scared. Oh my God. Me for real. Like a dog going to the vet, Lamau. Yup. I Lurky, I relate to this. I'm such a hermit. I literally just... The past 7 years of my life, 4 of those I worked at a company called Tech Systems. For the first 2 years, for the first year of that, I drove to work, I drove home. The next year, I lived in an apartment across the street. I walked to work, I walked home. Never left. The 2 years after that was COVID. I did work from home, and the first year, 2020, I think I left my apartment a total of 7 times. I literally just did not exist outside of my apartment. After that, 2022, they let me go. I moved back in with my parents in Missouri. I literally leave my house to go to the grocery store once a week. And other than that, it's no, I don't leave. In August, I went to Arkansas for a family reunion, and I realized, hi, hamburger. This is the first time in 3 years I'm falling asleep somewhere outside of my house, outside of the bed I usually fall asleep in. Why the G-string? What do you mean, why? What? It's fucking awesome. What do you mean, why? Who asks a question like that? Oh my God, Yulind is so scared. Let's mess with him. No. It was, Baldir, it was Farisu and Oni. And both of them were very, very nice. They were like, oh my God, Yulind's so scared. We need to take care of them. Right, but it was a pleasure talking. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the stream. I gotta change my sleep for this flight. Have a good day. Bye, Slacker. I hope I wasn't too late for that. Have a good day. It was nice meeting you. If grocery delivery was more of a thing, I would genuinely never leave the house. In Texas, it was for me. In Texas, I was a member of a grocery store called Tom Thumb, and they did deliveries. Legit, it was $6 per delivery before becoming a member. Once I was a member, it averaged out to about $2 per delivery. So imagine you get $35 of groceries. The whole thing cost $37. During COVID, they did tie you up in that. Did they tie you up in that hospital? No. I actually only got COVID once, And I got it when, like, before any of the lockdowns and the US really knew what it was. Like, I just lost my sense of taste for 2 weeks in, like, January or December. And then it was like a month after that, it was like, hey, here's the symptoms of COVID. If you got this, stay the fuck home. And I was like, oh shit, I had those. The Yulind cause. D-string the outfit. First time seeing it. It's a new outfit, Hamburger. It's my Halloween outfit. It is a Jiangxi vampire. Right? And you know me. I like fucking lewd things. I like open clothing. That's why. Hi, Dylan. 209060. I'm wondering if that's I'm wondering if that's one of my IRL friends that I talked to recently on WoW. Why not? Is a better question, Wiggly Foxo. It looked better on the floor. Zvi, you can't say that. Zvi, that's my joke. That's what I always say to people when they get a new outfit. We far already. I'd be surprised I never gotten it. Surprised. You could tell. And probably walked around 3.8 miles. We are at 3 miles almost exactly. Can we get a fit check? Oh, let's see if I can do a fit check real quick. Pins. Pin 1. Well, this is what it looks like. I'm on the treadmill walking. Heat. We're going back over there. There we go. Man, this video... I hate how quiet this video is. Yarg, do you really want to keep me away? Do you really want me to stay away? W. Jiangxi vampires, a true story back in 1800s. True story. So would the dress. Gonna install new NVIDIA Studio drivers? W fit, thank you. The sleeves are very cute. Oh, I expected more in terms of miles. More as in less clothes. We're at 3. We'll end when this one ends. I think this was a kind of long video. Hi, Farisu. Halloween outfit. Did you see it? Did you see the whole thing, Farisu? Did you see it when I moved to the other camera and I was moving around? Now, most of the time I like more clothes more. Yuki is someone that, they get shy. They get embarrassed. I did not. I just woke up. Farisu is one of the very few people that can get away with this. I'm so happy with it, Farisu. Let me come back over here. I'm gonna put you on this side. Very cute, thank you. Yeah, I do. Then I lick your face. You look like a gummy bear with long sleeves with a long skirt on. A gummy bear. You know, that's actually really funny, Broily. Because I used to go by the name Gumi. When I met my ex, we were playing on Ragnarok Online 2, and I was taking Pokemon names. I had a Beastmaster named Whimsicott. What was their name? I think they were playing a monk named Fantastical. And, we basically started dating there. We switched to Rift. And Rift was going free to play at the time. We switched a month before they went free to play. So we both had to buy 1 month of subscription. That way we could pick a new server and had a month to get ahead of everybody that would be starting when the game went free to play, because there'd be a surge of new players, right? So we started on this new server, and they used the name Miku, and I used the name Gumi. We were both fucking Vocaloid nerds. And so we went by those names. I went by Gumi. Like, I responded to people calling me Gumi for like 7 years. At one point, we had a guild leader who, she had 2 kids. And they would hear her talking to, you know, Miku and Gumi. And they would hear Gumi, and they'd be like, Gumi? Gummy bears! Gummy bears! And so, like, they always wanted to talk to Gummy Bear in Mom's PC. And she'd be like, alright, Gummy. They want to say hi to Gummy Bear. And I was like, hi kids, how are you? It's me, Gummy. And they'd be like, we love you, Gummy Bear. And then they'd start singing the fucking Gummy Bear song. And I'm sitting there like, in my mind, I'm thinking, I hate kids, I hate kids, I hate kids, I hate kids, I hate this. And she's like, hey, Gumi, I know you really don't like that, and I super appreciate that you're nice to my kids. I'm like, yeah. Just noticed the robe is glitched down by the feet. Is it? I can't really see it right now. Gummy nerds, huh? Yeah, Ming? Can I help you?
That.
Go back, goofball. Go back.
Yeah.
Or really, it just might be my hunch or coincidence, I guess. It's a Jiangxi vampire. I'm so happy with how it came out. Yes, if you check in that one point of view, you can see the back glitch. I'll look at it later. I don't want to zoom in on my butt during stream and, you know, look real close at the legs and stuff down there. It is safe for work glue, Hamburger. It's not like a flowing open robe. It is literally like glued to my legs. And so like, if I do this, it like spreads with the legs. It is on the feet, but who cares anyway? I'm thinking it might be an intentional thing, Hamburger. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. That's not a glitch. It's... The base is Kuronatsu. The outfit is like from 2021, 2022. It's just old assets. People have gotten better at making newer stuff lately. Hi, Hansa Sev. And hi, Icy Fire. While you walking, start hopping, vampire? I knew it. I knew they were gonna fucking say this. No. We're walking, because it's just an outfit. Your shoes are made for walking. Oh my god, Argus. This isn't even that expansion, Cairo. You only see when you zoom out. Icy Fire is on their lunch break. You know what that means? I need water. Ugh, I have been yapping so much today. I think I'd had 1 sip of water, and we're at 3 miles. Yuli, why my pee-pee hurt? You know why. You know what you stuck it in. PowerPoint's low. You only see when you zoom out, ... Today's holidays. October 14th, Tuesday. Ada Lovelace Day. Be Bald and Be Free Day. Headspace Day, Australia. International Face Your Fears Day. National Chocolate Covered Insect Day. Ugh. National Dessert Day. National Frump Day. National Lowercase Day. National Real Sugar Day. Own Business Day. I don't even know what language this is. Chemini Aldzeret Day. And World Standards Day. Well, these kind of aren't great. I guess National Dessert Day, but it feels too generic. That's not like Chocolate Chip Cookies Day. 'Cause you used it too much. I should make deep fried apples. Got me in the first half, not gonna lie. Did you hear chocolate covered and you're like, eh? And then you heard insects and you're like, ugh. IJ is okay, but never allowed during PP days on your bathroom. Okay. Fucking what? What did you just say, Broily? Sounds good. We are at 3.4 miles. I believe we'll be done when this video ends. There's a lot of new people today. I have 2 rules. Rule number 1, I go at least 5 miles. Rule number 2, I end when a video ends. So if I'm at 4.5 miles and we get a 2-hour video, I will walk that 2 hours. And that'll be like 8 or 9 miles that day. I will 100% break rule number 2 if I have a lot of incline. I'm gonna sell out every $3 I get. So 1 sub, 300 bits, $3 on PayPal. That increases that angle and number down there by 1. And so today we got a tier 3 sub. So we're at 5 incline. When is the face reveal? There's no wait for that. You can just seed it. Does not degree, but percent incline. Okay. Okay, nerd. Hi, Yasu. You already got ass reveal. Deep fried chocolate apples. When is his face reveal? He is also a liar. VRC broke when drivers updated. 2 billion. IRL. You know, I had actually done a face reveal. People had already seen my face. Because I posted it in a friend's Discord that I used to mod for. He did a merch line. He sold shirts that said Elite on them. And I got an Elite t-shirt and I, posed in a screenshot for that wearing the t-shirt. So very few people have seen my face from that Discord. Trogdor might have. That server has since been nuked. And now I typically avoid doing face stuff. Here's oh boy. I enjoy blue Twitch activities, which is an alternative streaming site that I cannot tell you the name of. And I typically avoid putting my face there because I really like the femboy aesthetic, right? I really like being cute and feminine. And it's very hard for me to get a close shave. I can get I can get a close shave, but not like a super clean shave. I'm very pale. So even when my facial hair is like in line with the skin, when it's under the skin, you can still see it a little bit. And so I typically just avoid face stuff. Kind of self-conscious about it. But, I don't know. I might get laser hair removal soon. I have definitely been considering that. When Yuki hug. Cute baby face you are, Yulind. Or an IRL leg reveal because of the walking. Well, that's definitely been done. Face stuff, Colorblind people would say kick. It is not kick. Ming wave. We actually haven't talked about all the Pokemon. We've talked about Pokemon a lot today, but we haven't actually talked about the leaks. In the leaks, we basically saw all the Megas coming out in Z to A. We saw a bunch of stuff about the Pokemon Seed MMO. We saw that Generation 10 is going to be based in Indonesia / Southeast Asia. Apparently it was like planned for just the straight up Indonesian islands. But that ended up being scrapped and changed. And now it's more of a like Southeast Asian body, but still kind of based on Indonesia. When they originally did the islands, they were like, hold on, what was the big complaint from Generation 3? Too much water? Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do a 12 islands game. Southeast Asia is where I am in. Gen 10 international game. Generation 10, we learned the names of the game. It's gonna be Pokemon Wind. It's gonna be Pokemon Wave. And they're two legendaries. We haven't seen those yet. But they're going to be like the grandfather of Wind, the grandmother of Waves. Farfetch'd and Surfetch'd news. Nothing for those two specifically. Actually, there was a big screenshot that showed like 100 or 200 Pokemon getting new shinies. Farfetch'd might have been in that. We learned what the next Pokemon Legends is going to be. I don't know if Cairo is still here. But the next Pokemon Legends after Z to A is going to be Galar. It's going to be the Galar region. And the combat and the feel of the game, they said, we're literally basing this on Xenoblade X. Like, literally, they showed concept art of just screenshots from Xenoblade X with, like, Pokemon and the trainer just photoshopped in. And it was like, wait, what? So, I don't know if you caught that part in the leaks, Cairo. But there's literally a few lines. They'll never be him. There's literally a few lines of, we took heavy inspiration from Xenoblade X. We want the battle system to be reminiscent of that. It's like, what? Pokemon's so bad, they want to pretend to be Xenoblade based. We saw in the roadmap, that they are planning, Pokemon Legends Z to A, Pokopia. They are not planning Gen 5 remakes. They keep talking about them. In the leaks, they talk about them a lot. But they're not actually in the roadmap. We learned about Pokopia DLC. We learned about Gen 10, Wind and Wave. We learned about Pokemon Legends Galar. The Pokemon Seed demo. We have like time frames and like, yearly quarters that they're aiming for with those. The Gen 4 remakes were asked, no? If I recall correctly. So, yes. The Gen 4 remakes, they outsourced the game creation to a different company. And because of this, there is a direct note. Hi, Archangel. There's a direct note that says, we want the remakes to be quality. We do not want a repeat of Gen 4. Because that was such a, that was such a misstep. We need to, they want to do Unova remakes. They don't have them planned for the next 5 years. Or if they do, they weren't in that roadmap screenshot. But there's a specific note of, we want these to not suck. The Pokemon Gen 10, Wind and Wave. They are going to have a lot of MMO features. This is not going to be an MMO. But it is going to have open world and MMO-like features. They want a hub. They want it to be like, this is the main city, and when you go here, you can see other players. They want that feeling. But when you go out into the areas in the world and whatnot, you'll be on your own typically. Or you can play with other players. Kind of like what Scarlet and Violet had, but more connection to other players. They want randomly generated islands. So a lot of the areas you go to will be different for each player. Which is like, oh, that's kind of fucking cool. They also have made a completely new engine for Pokemon games moving forward. And it has a lot of wind and water physics. There's going to be underwater exploration. And their water looks pretty good. We bag on Pokemon quality a lot, but their water did not look particularly bad. What's going on with Pokemon? There were massive leaks for the Pokemon, just Pokemon in general, a couple days ago, Archangel. And we saw the roadmap for them for the next 5 years. We saw a lot of things for Pokemon Legends Z to A. We saw the next generation of Pokemon games leaked, which are Wind and Wave. Interesting. We saw a lot of screenshots of like concept art, early systems. Apparently for Z to A, they had a plan for riding every Pokemon. They made it so that like any Pokemon you can catch, you can ride, and then they scrapped it. And now it's more like, I think there's just riding Pokemon like Go-Goat. But it's an interesting system because it keeps note of what your Pokemon size is. So if you have a tiny Go-Goat, it's going to look small. But if you have a like really massive, largest size possible Go-Goat, it's going to look huge. And so they've got a lot of like, your character adjusts to it. So if it's tiny, it has small horns, and you'd be holding onto its horns like this. But if it's really big, you'd be holding onto its horns like up here like this, because it's so much bigger than you. They have that like adjustable modularity for riding the Pokemon. And initially they had it so that you could ride any Pokemon, and that got scrapped. What riding Pokemon? Nintendo needs to sue Nintendo. We saw the Mega Forms. Squish the Yulind. Blah. We saw a lot of new Mega Forms that are in Legends Z to A. Some of them looked kind of cool. There was like one or two that I'm like, oh, that looks fucking good. But then there was, I'll be honest, I think most of them look like complete dork-ass Mega Evolutions. There was Frostlass. That one looks really cool. There was Scrafty. Instead of just having pants, he gets a hood as well. There was Zygarde. Guys, I'm not kidding you when I say this. He gets a nuke. Like, Zygarde just has a nuke on his shoulder. And it's like, fucking what? There's Pyroar. Who, okay. Pyroar is the lion Pokemon. It's a lion, and its mane looks like fire. Its mega is that it just gets a second mane on top of its mane. Not placed in a cool way, like more mane. Like, they literally clicked on the mane, clicked duplicate, and then moved it up. And then scaled it down. It might be the ugliest. I don't know if it's the ugliest. But it's pretty trash. There is Mega Starmie, which might be the stupidest concept for a Mega I've ever seen. Mega Starmie is just Starmie, but it can move. Like, it's not just a star shape that floats around. It's like, imagine a dude who's like, woo, I can punch now, yippee, let's go. Mega Starmie is goofy. Dude, it's so dumb. I'm going to save points so I don't have to worry about paying taxes again. Okay. It just extended its bottom legs. Well, Starmie couldn't bend. And now this one is just like, it can just bend like it's a fucking dude. And it's like, what? This thing sucks. Can you crouch down, Ming? Your tail covers up so much. There is probably my favorite Mega. Dragalge. Dragalge. That's good. Dragalge looks really fucking cool in my eyes. I already like Dragalge, and the Mega Fort is just like, it's more wispy. It has more foliage to it. I'm just like, oh, it's so pretty. Mega Clefable. This fucking round dork ass looking Pokemon. This thing stinks. Mega Clefable fucking sucks. There's Mega Scolipede. This thing actually looks kind of cool. Mega Scolipede looks like it just found a knight set of armor and put that shit on. Oh, we're at 4 miles. Mega Scolipede is cool. Mega Skarmory. This might be the worst fucking Mega in my eyes. I think this thing is so hideous looking. Its color scheme is horrendous with like a bright yellow on like grays and blacks. It's like, what the fuck? And then what it actually changes is it's just a regular Skarmory, but it has like swords for hands. Literally, it has like big ass feet where all of its talons and toes are just big ass swords. The thing looks like it couldn't walk. It's so bad looking. It just extended its bottom legs. It's okay. So Skarmory, you know the blades it has for its wings? Imagine it put those on its toes. It's so bad. There's Mega Chandelure. This thing actually looks cool. Well, maybe I shouldn't say cool. It's literally just Chandelure, but more Chandelure. It looks fine. There's Barbaracle, which, I didn't really know how it was different than a standard Barbaracle. It kind of just looks like, so, the Pokemon it evolves from, I forget the name of. But it's like a barnacle hand in a rock. And Barbaracle is like, it's a bigger rock and there's 5 of them. And 2 of them are like legs. But it's just that. It's just more of a like humanoid shape of Barbaracle. Phalanx, kind of the same thing. Phalanx is the little group of 6 little round boys. And for their Mega, they form up and make shape of a Gundam human thing. It's really got 1 of them for the chest, 2 of them for the legs, 2 of them for the arms, 1 of them for the head. It looks so goofy. Dude runs around like a background Newgrounds character. We're gonna have music. When we're in the domes, there's actually life, so they have music here. Thank you. Electros. Electros looks really fucking cool, actually. Electros is like a lightning eel, but it looks like it becomes part ghost, and it looks like it has ghostly versions of itself next to it. So you see the main Electros body, and then there's like 3 ghost eels next to it. And it's like, whoa. That thing's fucking weird. There's Mega Drampa. This thing just looks like more dragon than regular Drampa. Exadrill, which just has a big drill for a hand and a forehead. There's Mega Meganium, which I haven't seen yet. I couldn't find a picture of that one. There's Mega Embor, which Embor is firefighting. This thing looks like it's a fighting monk. Like it has a staff of fire and it looks like it has a monk robe of fire. And that's kind of fucking cool. Okay. Mega Feraligatr. This thing fucking stinks. Mega Feraligatr might be the worst Mega I've ever seen. It's so dumb. It just has like a big hood on its back that looks like a Totodile's head. And so it folds that forward, and it does this with its arms to look like the lower jaw of the Totodile. So it just makes itself look like a big-ass Totodile. Like it looks like an oversized Totodile. And then the trap hood part goes up, and it's like, just kidding, I'm a Feraligatr! And it's like, who designed this? This is so stupid! I hate Mega Feraligatr. I need another drink. My throat is so dry. Hi, Akashua. Hey, yo, you rocking that Jiangxi costume? Especially those fine, slutty panties. Okay. Yes, we are the Jiangxi outfit. The Halloween outfit. I finished it last night. I'm super proud of it. I'm super happy with how it came out. That's pretty much the extent of all the Pokemon news that I went over. There's a whole bunch to it. You know, there's a shit ton of just files and images and notes in the leak that you could go through for hours. I found a guy that was basically translating bit by bit yesterday. It's, I don't know. It's hard to look at it and not get hyped for Pokemon. Right? Like, I'm definitely in a big Pokemon mood right now after reading these leaks, and I'm like, oh my god, I just want to play a Pokemon game. But it's like, well, what Pokemon game would you play? There's not really a good one out right now. I don't expect much from Z to A. I think it's gonna suck. But I am very excited for Pokopia. When that comes out, I am going to play the shit out of that one. That's probably the biggest thing I'm excited for with Pokemon. Is, it just straight up looks like Animal Crossing. Ow. Ow. It just looks like Animal Crossing, but Pokemon. And, like, that looks so fucking good. I want to play as a Ditto and make a village and have villagers. Our music went away because we're between bubbles. But we're about to go into another one. Today. Plans for today. I don't really have anything outside of the walk planned. I might, but this is a huge asterisk. Make Blue Twitch content. Oh, One ZDA is a $70 cash grab that looks worse than a PS3 game. Plays like a mobile game. While also having... Since when could she fucking fly? While also having Day 1 30 DLC, and to be honest, if anyone purchases it, they lose all credibility as a gamer. The ability to tell what a good game is. Hey, Kashua. That's like one of my big rules here is don't fucking say shit like that. So you can sit in timeout for 30 seconds. It's a very small timeout. But Akashua, I literally constantly say don't insult people that play stuff like that. Like, don't insult people just to insult them. We literally have friends here that like Pokemon, and they're going to buy it. I think it's incredibly stupid and disrespectful of you to just be like, if you buy the Pokemon game, fuck you. If that's what makes them happy, like, fuck anyone that tells them otherwise. I don't like the Pokemon Company. I think the game's gonna be bad. But I'm not going to insult the people that get something out of it. I'm not them. It's different for everybody. Holy shit, it's Tails. Where'd you go? I saw you here for a second. Come back. Oh my god, it's so fucking cute. Come here. Now you gotta come up so you can get head pats. Oh my god, the tails are so fucking cute. They're so pretty. That looks really good, Haxie. We're at 4.4 miles. We are not stopping right at 5. We've only got 5 incline. We can't just stop right at 5. Can thank GD. GD did a really good job with it. Tails and Ming can both fly. I don't know if Kiark was flying earlier. It seemed like they were. I know Komi was flying earlier. We get a small break. We gotta wait for the elevator. This looks really good. I can barely... Oh god, that fucking face. Why does it have that face? It has the fucking Anya face. Nope, wasn't flying? You were just running up there? Gosh damn, look. What are you looking at, Baldier? I wasn't doing anything. I was just waiting for an elevator. My god, you're so fucking big. I don't know if I ever did the rep for these guys here. I'm pretty sure you could get Exalted Rep with them for some bonuses, and I don't know that I ever did it. You, sweetheart? What the heck? What the heck? How dare you? How dare you?
Adorable.
Oh my god, the fucking wiggly ears. Stop it. Stop it. You're not allowed. She's just zooming around up in the sky right now. Zoomies. Yup. How much more of the walk do we have? How long have we been here, Netherstorm? Oh my god. We have 34 more minutes. That's fine. That's all good. Yeah. We're at 4.5 miles. So it's gonna be like a almost exactly 6 mile day. I played a bunch of Legion Remix yesterday. God, Legion Remix has been so fucking fun. I literally could just spend 10 hours a day on Legion Remix right now. It's just one of those jokey, silly modes of WoW that's just raw fun, and it's all I want to do. So 2 days ago, I did Heroic World Quest with Farisu. And I was on my Monk, which is a healer. They were on their Death Knight, which is a tank. And between a tank and a healer, our DPS sucked, but we were unkillable. And so I was like, if I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff with Farisu when she's tanking, I should just go DPS. And so, we were going to do world quests on we were going to do dungeons on my mage, and then we realized Alliance and Horde can't queue together. And then we were going to do world quests, and then I realized, oh, you don't have world quests until 30. So yesterday, my goal was to get this mage to 30, so that it would be high enough level for world quests. When we did that, here's the problem. I ended up getting to like 58 or 63 because I was waiting on Farisu all day to finish her stream. And while I was waiting, I was working on the avatar. And anytime I got stuck on something, I would go play the Legion Remix for like 30 minutes. And I don't really know how, it just kind of happened. But before I knew it, my mage was like level 60, and I'm like, wait, what? My goal was to get to 30. How the fuck did we get all the way to 60? And so, after the world quest, it got like 20 levels. It's sitting at 78 right now. It's just short of 80. I don't know how much more I'm going to play it, because, well, yes, Global. I really enjoy the mage, but it's difficult to play with Farisu. We can't just, like, queue for dungeons or LFR. And so I'm like, man, I'd really like an Alliance character so that it's easier to play with Farisu. Bunny sad? Yeah, no shit, the Bunny's sad. They're at work today. And it's Tuesday. If it was like Friday, they'd be better off. But Tuesday? Ugh. They've got that like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday slog going on. I feel guilty, Global. Because I look forward to Friday. So like, I'm always like, yippee, it's Friday, it's Saturday. And people are like, what the fuck are you excited for the weekend for? You don't work. And I'm like, well, what it means you're off. You should let him out of the hutch? What the fuck are you talking about, Global? Cairo is literally bigger than me. You're not locking him in a hutch. There's nothing I could contain him in that he couldn't get out of himself. Global just thinks I have the superpower to, like, contain people in things like walls and hutches. You want to bet? How do we even bet on this? What are you talking about? You can't hold me? I don't think I could hold anybody, Kayla. All of my muscles are in my legs. I'm bottom heavy. I don't have anything up here. How about your boyish good charm? But he break out of that easily. And ass. That's part of legs. I bet I can cram him into a space he can't get out of. I don't think I could, Global. Which, are you now implying that you're the one who's been trapping people this whole time and blaming it on me? Did you just slip up? Bottom heavy. A little bit. Yeah, do your little smiley face. I know how it goes, Global. I know I've been your fucking scapegoat for years now. And you know what, Global? It's fine. Core is a duck. I don't mind. And I accept it. I still love you. Welcome back, Yark. Core is a duck. Man, I kind of regret looking at the time in the video. I thought we were much closer. And now I'm like, oh god. There's still so much more. She has interdimensional storage inside of her. What the heck? Oh, I forgot about one thing for Pokemon. And this is kind of big. Pokemon Zeta A has outfits. They brought all the outfits back like they had with the old games for Scarlet and Violet. You can now put different, clothes on your character, change their hairstyle, yada yada, all that good stuff. None of it is gender locked. You can put the skirts on the boys. You can put the crop tops on the boys. You can put the, I don't know, the more masculine outfits on the girls. None of it's gender locked. So, if I were to get the game, I could have my fucking femboy trainer. That's kind of big. I'm happy about that. People without gender lock rocks. Well, so here's the thing, Baldur. It's the fucking Pokemon company, which is like, wait, what? Can I get I Love Pals shirt? I don't think you can get that in Pokemon. I think, well, if they ever add an option that's like put any texture you want on a shirt, which they never would do. I think Pokemon learned their lesson with Scarlet and Violet? Or was it Sword and Shield? They had a Pokemon named Chatot. And its cry was based on what the mic would pick up from you playing your Switch or your 3DS. I don't remember what game Chatot was from. I don't think it was Sword and Shield, actually. That's Diamond and Pearl. Is it Diamond and Pearl? Oh my god, that's so long ago. Chatot was Gen 4? Well, that's why I didn't know, because I skipped Gen 4, so I'm very unfamiliar with a lot of the Pokemon there. I went back and played Platinum, but Chatot would, like, mimic what your mic would pick up. And so, obviously, most people skip Gen 4. I think that's the opposite, Hobbit. I think Gen 4 is a lot of people's favorite. I only ever hear good things about Gen 4 from the people that played it. They keep repeating the same mistake. To use the DS's built-in mic. Yeah. Yeah, no, obviously people went crazy with it. People were putting slurs. People were putting inappropriate stuff there. They phased it out. They hot fixed it out. And had a moment of, god damn it, this is why we can't have nice things. So I doubt I doubt having learned that lesson, they would add a shirt that lets you put your own textures there. Remember when Gen 4 was a hated gen? 5 was praised to the fucking moon? Really? I have only ever heard hatred for 5. Because 5 was when they did an EXP share change. They made it so that you couldn't turn it off. And all I hear is that people hate Gen 5 for that. I like the Pokeball decals. Spelled out so many rude things. I've always heard Gen 1 was good, but it was, really buggy. Gen 2 and 3 is peak. Gen 4 was, either people look at 2 and 3 as peak or 4 as peak. But still good. Gen 5 was the beginning of the downfall, and it had really bad changes. 6 people didn't like. 7 people didn't like. 8 and 9 I hear people like a bit. Hi, Kyo. They like a bit. They like more than 7. No, they like more than 6 and 7, but... New outfit? It's the Halloween outfit, Kyo. Or the Jiangxi. Wait, that ate my bits and didn't make the emote big? It made the emote big. But at least I see it big in OBS. What the fuck, scammed? It looks amazing. Hi, Kyo. Cairo, Global says you're having a rough day today. They said you're sad. Wait, what happened to bits? Kappa? It looks amazing. Thank you. I did all the kit bashing myself. I needed help with a spell tag. I needed, where's my camera? I wanted a collider on the spell tag, Kyo. And so it doesn't, go into my head. And I actually couldn't get the colliders working. I did it with a constraint instead. But I had help. I had a lot of help with that. From Oku. Speaking of looking amazing. Hi, media. Cute. Stares through the screen. I'm sad because I know I don't get to see you after your stream ends. Hi, media. You're gonna wake up before I get home? You're gonna say hi to Fishy on my stream? And not me and then lurk? You know that's not true. That's an Oku thing. I don't do that. I say hi to you. Well, okay. I probably post proxy scoot emote. And that's... Imagine that's me saying hi. Yeah, that's fair. Hi, media. Also, Gen 4 Diamond and Pearl are the games. With Mindy, and she can go die in a hole. Are you playing the new BF? They are. They streamed it last night. Sounds about right. Wish. For me, Gen 1 was fun, but, it was so buggy and, imbalanced. I'd probably hate it now. Cook the space fish. Gen 2 is really good. The remakes are really, really good. Gen 3, I really liked. I liked a lot of the Pokemon in Gen 3. I like a lot of the character designs. Gen 4, I skipped. Gen 5, I initially skipped. One I had a lot of fun with. Gen 6, I came back for. Gen 6 was the one that I got back into Pokemon. After I played Pokemon Y, I then played White, and then I played Platinum, and then I played Black 2. I didn't finish Black 2. I wasn't even close to finishing it. But Y was... I think that's my peak Pokemon. I don't think it's the best Pokemon has ever been, but for me, that was where I had the most fun. I did an all-dragon team. And I went through the game. My main dude was a Tyrantrum. God, I love Tyrantrum. Gen 7, Sun and Moon. I didn't really have too much fun with this one. I did an all-water team. And it was okay. I did Pokemon Sun. And then I did Pokemon Ultra Moon. I think in one of them I did all water, and one of them I did all flying. Their stories are fucking mixed up. I would watch for longer, but I gotta go stream myself. Bye, hamburger. Have a good day. The stories are fucking mixed up in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. In Sun and Moon, I forget her name. I want to say Lily. She runs away from home. Her mom is like going crazy and running Aether Court and going after the Aether Beasts. And in Sun and Moon, you find out that one of the Ultra Beasts was literally possessing the mom. And you beat that Ultra Beast up and free the mom. She's like, oh my god, I'm free. Thank you for saving me and letting me see my children again. And Lily is like, I'll never forgive you, Mom. Maybe I will someday, but right now I just can't. You really hurt my brother and I just can't let that go. And she's like, I understand, Lily. I'll always support you. But I really messed up and I'm sorry for that. And it's like, I'm sorry. She was possessed. It literally absolves her of all guilt. How do you blame somebody for the actions they don't control? Meanwhile, in Ultra Sun and Moon, the mom is not possessed. The mom is like, we're fighting the Ultra Beast. Hi, Space Fish. Space Fish, you have to stick around today so that when we get finished walking, you get the whole fit check. In Ultra Sun and Moon, the mom is not possessed. She was just like, I was out to save the world, and that's why I abandoned my kids and stopped carrying them, because I had bigger problems to solve. And it's like, you didn't even solve the problem. The main character did. You just got in the way. And what does Lily say? Lily is like, I forgive you, Mom. You treated my brother and I like shit for a good cause. You were trying to save the world, even though ultimately you didn't do shit. It was for a noble reason that you abandoned us. What? Why is Lily mad at Mom when she gets fucking possessed? But then she's like, I forgive you, when the mom has no excuse for, like, literally abandoning her. That always drove me fucking crazy in Sun and Moon. Sword and Shield, I hated. The way I play Pokemon games is I play theme teams. And so having all dogs, all lizards, all turtles is really fun for me, and Sword and Shield killed that. Fucking decks it. I also think the open area was just shit. Scarlet and Violet, I think they were shit. They had their open world that looked like a Nintendo 64 game. And they touted this whole, you don't have to be railroaded. You can go through the game in any order you want. If you want to fight the 8th gym first, you can. But there's no scaling on the gyms. So, it's still the hardest gym. So what the fuck is even the point of, doing them in any order? Lily of the hundreds of files. I too came back in a Gen 6 having skipped 5 in my, I should stop playing these games, I'm too old for this period. Now I browse fan game forums. I just didn't get a DS. I was in, I think, high school when the DS came out. And I was like, why the fuck would I play a handheld game? I have a PC. I would rather play Diablo or World of Warcraft than ever play Pokemon. And, I just didn't want a DS at the time. Yes, Cairo. And so, I was an elementary schooler when the DS came out. Which is crazy because you're older than me. Sometimes I think you have moments where you're smart, but then I get reminded you got held back 8 years, and that's that's crazy, Cairo. Elementary, when the DS came out. That's crazy. If I speak... I'm 4 years older than Cairo. Were you in elementary? If you were 5th grade, I had to be 9th grade. So that would still work elementary to high school. I got a word for you. 4 letters. This joke can end, Cairo. You can stop with this one. Fishy, don't listen to me, he's lying. Wow. Space fish get the barbecue grill. It's all warm and ready. We're at 5.3 miles. I think we're closing in on the end. I think we have like 10 minutes left. I'm gonna check. 108 to 123. Oh, 15 more minutes. Okay. That's a bit longer than I expected. Read up how to get better jokes, huh? A word with 4 letters for Yulind. Love, cute, nice, kind. But it starts with R, ball deer. And Cairo didn't grow out of his little edge phase from middle school. I don't know. Seeing all these leaks, I am genuinely excited for a Pokemon game. I don't think I'm going to get Z to A. $70 for a game. I'm dyslexic. What is R? $70 for a game is like, that's so much. There's already games I want to play. I'm having a lot of fun with Legion Remix right now. $70 for a Switch 1 game? Yeah. Well, if I had the option between Switch 1 and Switch 2, it has a Switch 2 version, right? I'd just get the Switch 2 version, but we all know Cairo was starting to put a rake on the treadmill, so he'd step on it repeatedly, like that one Simpsons bit. Oh, God. Ugh. Yeah, but its dev is still held back by the Switch 1 version. Well, even if its development is still held back, it has improvements on the Switch 2 version, right? Like, it's gonna run at a better FPS. Or, like, have something better for the Switch 2 version, I would imagine. Add it to your throne. Let someone spoil you. And guess your Pokemon? Absolutely not. I am putting other things on Throne Baldir. I'm thinking about putting Vive trackers there. I am thinking about putting a base station there. I'm really thinking about putting laser hair removal there. I'm thinking about putting up like a $500 or $600. I don't know how much laser hair removal is. Pay for me to go to 5 to 8 sessions of laser hair removal. To not have face hair. I don't have to shave every day. Hi, Molly. Isn't chat gonna be full of Pokemon fans playing it too? You have to be in the know, Yulind. No, I don't. Because if I really need to, I can just watch somebody play it, right? I can watch somebody stream it and have all in the know. Also just see notes on it. I do follow the Pokemon subreddit. So I'll have a bunch of info there. I will say, the no gender lock on the outfits, and some of the megas, Chandelier, Scolipede, Dragalge, Electros, those were like kinda tempting. I did forget how much you like watching. Don't word it like that. Don't word it like that. I only like watching Twitch, okay? When it comes to sex, I hate watching. I need to be a participant, or I don't want to be there. It'll be fine. The Pokemon fans will come in here, talk about it, and he could just nod along like an uncle listening to his nieces and nephews. You know what's really funny, Hobbit? I don't particularly like kids. I don't get along with kids. But I like so many video games and stuff like that, and anime, that I always, like, know about the things that kids like anytime I meet them. So, like, I remember going to a party with a girlfriend once, and the people's house we were at, the kids are way into Beyblade. And I was like, whoa, you kids got Beyblades? Which styles do you like? And they were like, did he just bring up styles? Oh my god, this adult knows. And one of them was telling me about his stamina style Beyblade. and just went off like for 5 minutes straight about how it's so good against the other styles. And I remember the dad literally just like sat back in his chair and was just like, oh, I get a break. And I remember playing with them. They were like, let's play here, you could use this one. I was like, okay. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And they were like, oh, he said the thing. He said let it rip like the show. He's so cool. I bet the dude did nothing and just relaxed. Oh, the dude just like literally closed his eyes for 30 minutes. I don't think he fell asleep, but like having his 2 kids, his 2 boys, just enamored with Beyblade and watched by someone else, he literally just like, I get to half nap. I get to close my eyes and turn my brain off. And he, I remember at the end of that, this was my girlfriend's friends. She would hang out like at the party of their house like every week. And as we were leaving, he was like, don't break up with this one. We like this one. Can I help you, Ming? And she was like, okay. We broke up 2 days after that, but I do remember those friends of hers were like, this one is cool, we really like this one. Unlike Beyblades, Vladimir Dracula isn't the top. Oh. Hi, Meowmies. Hi, Danny's Golden Tractor. Good heavens, I'm arriving. Did you bring up Shaman King after? To really make them think you were cool? No, I did not bring up Shaman King. I was just talking about how an ex-girlfriend brought me to a party. And I didn't really want to interact with the adults at the party. I ended up just playing, the people who were hosting the party had 2 kids that were way into Beyblades. And I just played Beyblades with them for like an hour. Walking into stream or something? Thank you. Hi, Ohms. Good heavens, I'm arriving. We're at 5.6 miles, Meowmies. I'm feeling it. Thank you. And good job today. Mwah. This zone drives me crazy. I'm Burning Crusade, but it's so quiet. We bring all the flowers and love. Hell yeah, walking our way over. Hey, Radiators. This here boy got an amazing new outfit. I do have, this is the premiere debut of the Halloween outfit. Hi, honey, I ended early because my whole setup started to go wobbly. Never really get to raid you often because we need about the same time. Yeah, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Scuff is always so fucking frustrating. But I've been great. I've been good. I've been learning a lot of Avatar stuff, and so this is the first time I've made an outfit that's like for an event. You know, like Halloween comes along and everybody gets their Halloween outfits. And I've always just been there in my regular thing, just like, wow, you all look so cool, you all look so pretty. I didn't do that because I don't know how to make avatars. So this is like the first time I've done that, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited. You know, I'm surprised there's oxygen in the Nether Storm. Or at least we assume there is. There's still an atmosphere here, right? The Outlands, there's not much of it left, but I think there's an atmosphere. Maybe. Hopefully. A great outfit. Also staring respectfully. Hi, Friday Fables. Thank you. Oh, I remember this area. I did dailies here constantly. I had music on constantly, so I didn't know it had no ambient tracks. Yeah, so World of Warcraft, they like to do this thing where some of the final zones of like an expansion, they're supposed to feel like dead. They're supposed to feel like barren and dangerous. Icecrown Citadel, Shadowmoon Valley, Netherstorm. They just have this like deathly silence ambience to them. Which is like, for game feel, when you get there in the expansion, it's like, oh my god, this is so intense and scary. It's so like, what a wasteland. How could people live out here? But when you walk to it and you want like ambience and like a soundtrack, it's like, well, this fucking stinks. Yo, let's go. Every time you walk over another storm bridge, only thing I see is a hidden chamois and druid in the eye of the storm. Yeah, that is some PTSD from that. Ice Cream Castle. God. Baldir, you like just reminded me how much the Typhoon used to push back. Now it's like the slightest knockback. Now it's like you're running and it just bump. You like barely go in the air, and that's it. But I think back in the day, that shit sent you flying. A druid would hit you with Typhoon, and it was just like, if you were on a downward slope, like if you're going downhill, you would just be sent a fucking mile. There's a reason I ain't heading to Lumbermill. I got scars, man. The only thing I'm really afraid of at Lumbermill now is a shadow, or any priest. I was gonna say shadow, but any priest. Shamans aren't too bad because there's kind of a lip. Druids had their knockback really taken away. Mages have a pretty bad knockback, don't they? They have Blast Wave, which they can spec into to send you fucking flying. Admittedly, I haven't done PvP in forever. I think the last time I did a PvP match was Shadowlands. We're at 5.75. We're closing in on the end. I need a drink. When are we doing level 19 twinks like the good old days, Yuli? What do you mean? I already have a bunch of level 19 twinks. You just gotta level on up to play with my guild. I can get you a spot. I'm kidding. I don't have a level 19 twink guild. Hi, Freya. Hi, love. You talking to the no retail brandy boy? I'm talking about Wrath of the Lich King PvP. I have a lot of fun with retail, Baldir. I think retail WoW right now is the most polished the game has ever been. Does it have the best feel? No. I think the story has been slop. I think the zones have been slop. Hi, Dore. I think Dore was the one who told me to hop. Dore showed me one of their new outfits. I sent them the preview for this outfit, and they were like, everybody's going to tell you to hop on the treadmill. And I was like, fuck, no, we're not doing it. I tried Lemix. Couldn't get into it at all, sadly. Really? What class did you play, Baldir? So much stuff, it's freaking overwhelming. That is, yes, that is true. Once you understand what Lemix is, it's kind of just like, okay, I ignore this thing, I focus on this thing, I do this thing. It's a lot of like, hey, we've thrown the kitchen sink at you, here's 20 quests. Which one do you want to do? There's no like right answer. There's no like, oh, well, you should do this one, you should do that one. It's just options. You get your research and it's like, you want to run a normal dungeon? You want to run a raid? You want to go do world quests? I'm kind of feeling world quests right now. I can understand that, Baldir. I'm coming from vanilla hardcore. In my defense, haven't touched the game for real since BFA. Tried a balance druid. Sadly, a balance druid will be fun on Lemix, but other things are going to be more crazy and out there. And so it's going to feel very lackluster compared to other things. Any tank right now is fucking thriving. Tanks literally just, they're gods. Everyone else dies. And for Mythic Plus, all the tanks have so much sustain and defensive capabilities that Mythic Plus, people are just going in with 5 tanks. People are doing like plus 52 Mythic Plus dungeons as 5 tanks. And it's like, fucking what? Hi, World Hero. Did you try pulling a gun like AK-47 in your stream, Yulind? Pulling a gun? Huh? No. That's it. That's the walk. Southern Barrens. 5.9 miles. Need to turn the music back on. Oh. Then we come over here. All done. I move this to that. Put this here, put this here. La Creatura. Look at how cute they are. Slurp. That's a hard time for you to walk in person miles across the ocean, actually. Your pets. I don't think I would call anyone here my pet. I think it's far more likely that I end up being someone's pet than have any of my own. I want to change some things. Oh. I just saw somebody doing a collab. But anyway. I need to change my trackers around. High Logitech 335. Oh my god, that's so... You guys wait there. I am gonna go in the Poké Center. I can go in here, right? Yeah. The world outside has been fully occluded. Oh, please don't make me your pet or else I'll be in a beast mode on them walls. Nearly a year. Logitech is an extremely consistent individual. You know what's crazy? They almost had a streak of 100. And then they had, like, something come up IRL. I think they were moving houses. And so they had to drop their 100 streak. And then they just said, well, we go again. And now it's up to 330. 335. The long streak. That is an incredibly long streak. It's longer than any streaks I have. Which is bullshit. Because I feel like I should have a streak around, like, 500 in one channel in particular. I do not miss their streams. But I just can't get streaks. Okay. Clothes changed. And she fucking scatters. Hi, Violet. Spacefish, are you still here? Or is that sexy lady Yulind in that picture? Oh my goodness. I have not changed my title. I need to do that real quick. Did 5.9? We were just short of 6. Where's my mouse? There it is. 5.9 miles. Now we rest. Fish a little occupied. ATM? Did she go live? I wanted her to see the outfit. No, she's not live right now. Is she with somebody? Is she with Henu right now? No. I don't know where she is. Okay. Change my title. Change who I'm lurking with. Change my trackers. I'm not going to change my outfit from something else. I think we're ready to go somewhere else. We were here because we talked about Pokemon so much with all the leaks happening. Tinker Local. Where are we going? Do I have anything that even remotely matches the gym? There was one world I had. I remember we were there last Halloween. I don't really have anything that matches Halloween. We haven't gone here in a while. Lonesome Aurora? Here. Friends. Drop portal. Portal. Are those two little goody two-shoes in your stream right now, Yulind? We have Haxie with us. That's the little blue cat. We have Ming. That's the orange fox running around. I think I saw Lunny with us. Me thinking I could join after dinner. And then they're testing the damn fire alarm. Oh, maybe we didn't have Lunny with us. Does this world a working video player? Does. Probably going to be a little loud. Okay. Head to our spot. Then I need a drink, and then I'm gonna sit down. This is what I see when I take a drink. My sleeves just go up in my face like this. Ugh. Okay. Yoink. Oh, I didn't organize my... I'm a fool! Ugh. Okay. Whoa. Ugh. Ugh. This here, this here. In one. Turn that on. I'm happy with it. The big R that keeps popping up. Wait, where'd my other window go? Did I accidentally close that? I closed the window. When you hold down the right stick, it tries to bring up a menu in front of you. It's really bad in this world because once you bring it up, you can't make it go away. The only thing you can do is like stick your face in the ground and bring it up there, and then you can't see it. Okay. Okay. I was there for like 3 minutes when I had to escape. Oh, you're so much cute in person, Yulind. Heck, you can't just say that. Embarrassing. I talked about most of my notes. I worked on 2 avatars. You guys can see one of them. The other one is, oh, I guess I worked on the reverse bunny suit more. I, no longer have to have fat, massive tits when I'm in the reverse bunny suit. Yay me, I suppose. Um, talked about Lemix, talked about PokeLeaks. We talked about Cronus Zen, which is okay. So for anybody playing Battlefield 6, you play on PC or console. People were using a thing called Cronus Zen so that they get the aim assist of console while playing on PC, and they're getting banned. Good riddance. Get out of here, loser. I saw 2 stories. I'm doing it again. I'm doing the thing where I'm like, I saw 2 stories, and I hold up 2 fingers, but I've just got a big fucking sleeve, so it doesn't matter. Hi, Maru. 2 stories on the anti-work subreddit. So the first one was a guy that was just complaining about hunting for jobs. And I think it was a valid complaint. You have 2 arms. I suppose that's fair. This guy was like, I keep going to job interviews. And they asked me questions about the interview. And so, the first few times, I would do a bunch of research. I'd do a bunch of research. I didn't have many questions. Any questions I would have had was answered in the interview because the interviewer did such a good job. And so I said, no, I don't really have any questions. You pretty much covered everything. Thank you. And then they rejected him. They rejected him because, you didn't ask any questions at the interview, so clearly you're not that interested in the job. And he's like, okay, so even though I don't have questions, I guess I just got to come up with questions. And so he goes to a few more interviews. And he asks some questions. He doesn't even need to know these answers. He literally knows them already. He's just like, I gotta show interest and ask questions. So he asks him, what I would consider good questions. And he gets rejected from the next few job interviews. And he gets, they keep saying hey, you clearly didn't look at, the job. You clearly didn't listen to the interviewer during the process. So you're clearly not that interested in the thing. And this guy's losing his mind. He's like, if I do my research and don't have any questions, I'm not interested. If I don't read up the answers beforehand and I just ask a bunch of questions, then clearly I'm not interested because I had questions. And it's like, what the fuck, man? This guy, I felt really bad for him, but he was just losing his mind at this. Hello, Mau, hoi hoi. Not staring as the 5-tailed Kisune. Catch 22. I hated any form of interviews. Any getting a job. Sending out resumes. Tailoring a cover letter to each place. Fucking interviews. It's just such a mind-numbing process. It's just dude, do you want me to work here or not? I want a job. Do you not want somebody to work here? Was so frustrating. I got lucky in Japan, only needed 1 interview. I think I had to do 3 interviews when I worked at Tech Systems. Those jobs aren't real then. They're only up because some other reason. That's what I would assume. I would imagine some of the jobs he ran into Logitech were real, but the majority of them weren't because, if he seemed like a good candidate and showed interest or had good questions, you'd want that guy. For them to deny him is very much yeah, they just want to have, to have it look like they're recruiting. Everyone else I talked to struggled. When I got hired at Tech Systems, I had a phone interview, I had an in-person interview, and then I had a phone interview with the project director. And the project director was the scariest one. Hi, Kefir. The project director was the scariest interview, but that one was the shortest. That one was 3 minutes, and the guy just seemed tired and he had too much shit to do. And he was just okay, go over your experience with this. Well, I've done this, and this, and I've done this, and I have experience here. All right, that's good. What are you looking for with this? Do you understand that this is a project like this? Yep, I've gotten a rundown from the project. All right, that's pretty much all I have. Yeah, you look good. We'll probably, send you an email tomorrow. I'll try to get it done tonight, but yeah, thanks for the interview. Thank you for your time. I was like, oh no, thank you for your time, sir. Like, he just sounded like he wanted to hire me, and he did. I think I got the job offer the next day. But it just sounded like the dude had done 50 of those already that day, and he was just like ready to go to bed. Some jobs aren't real, but they post them to have tax cuts. There's that. I remember in COVID, there was a big thing with PPP loans. There was a big thing where jobs had to they had to have a certain amount of employees or show that they were trying to have that amount of employees and have show that they were recruiting. And so one of the things they would do is they would have, hey, we're hiring. They'd have hiring signs up. They'd have hiring posts online. And so people would message these, be like, hey, I want the job. But they had zero intention of ever hiring anybody. They just wanted a PPP loan threshold. Hi, Noodles. Mom, the twink isn't walking in. We walked 6 miles. We walked 6 miles, damn it. It was very much they had to show that they were actively recruiting. But then they would reject every candidate and be like, oh, they just weren't a good fit. I remember I got on my dad at that for one point because he had invested in a barber shop that also functioned as a bar. And they were looking for, they had 2 or 3 hairdressers and they needed a 4th. They needed one more. And I remember he went through 20 interviews. And he was like, oh man, we're losing money on this. We really need that 4th slot filled up. And I remember messaging, talking to him and be like, didn't you just do 3 interviews today? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, fucking hire one. He's like, well, none of them are a good fit. And I was like, how many interviews have you done for this position, Dad? He's like, I think we've done 22. And I was like, if you couldn't pick in 22 people, I think you're the problem, not these people interviewing. And he was like, well, you don't really know what it's like to run this business. And then I think they found someone shortly after that. I don't know if they still have a stake in that. I don't know if they have any ownership or not. Mom, the twink isn't walking again. Noodles, can you tell me I'm pretty and you like my new outfit, damn it? Can you focus on that? I don't want to hear that I'm not walking. Ugh. Ugh. How dare you? How dare you? The other anti-work story I saw. This guy, he posted a screenshot of a black rock, a very, very smooth, it almost looks like an aquarium pebble. It looks polished. Glued to the bottom of his laptop. And there's a quote that says, my boss put this rock on the bottom of my laptop. It harmonizes the frequencies of the office. And it's like, no fucking way. This has to be a prank post by someone who's glue these harmony rocks to the bottom of your employees' laptops so that their harmonies, the frequency of their harmonies, or the frequency of their whatever is harmonized. And that some fucking dumbass store owner was like, oh my god, this is so important. Tripled the budget. Fuck you, Mizuki. I'm Mizuki. That some business owner actually did this and glued rocks to the bottom of all her employees' laptops. And now they have to literally type with an offset laptop that's just they click the right side, it tilts. They click the left side, it tilts. That sounds so horrendous. And this poor employee is just yeah, I have to fucking use a laptop that has a fucking rock glued to the bottom of it because my boss is an idiot. On one hand, it's I feel so bad for him. And on the other, I'm I cannot stop laughing at this fucking prank that actually worked and somebody went and glued rocks. Ugh, glued rocks to all their store laptops. Hi, GD. Maxie ear wiggles too cute. Oh my god. GD, are you complimenting your own work? I do agree. I really like the tails. The color of the tails and the ribbons on them, I'm like, damn, that looks so cute. The ear wiggles is also top tier though. Unharmonic rocks. Some people are just obsessed with harmonizing stones. Like, why? Why do they have to be glued to the laptop? Well, so the laptop gives off different frequencies and signals, you know, like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. I didn't make that avatar. I only put it together. Oh, I see. Wait, did you... Well, you set up the wiggles though, right? You set it up so that it does the wiggle thing and like alternating like that? What was I gonna say? Nope, that came default. Really? Okay. Well, we can all agree it looks fucking adorable. I just thought that was your handiwork. Ugh. Dude, I can't get over the idea of just some MLM Cosmo magazine. I gotta have my horoscope and my mood rock set up right in my business and house. All right, my 20 employees, everybody give me your laptop. And they just have like a hot glue gun and a like bowl of pebbles next to them. And their employees are just like, God damn it. Welcome back, Lunny. And hi, Shion. Rebby Yulind flower. Thank you. Ugh. Who is doing what today? Wanna keep the Twitch streams as fair. Oh, somebody's playing Vintage Story. I don't think that's where I'm going, but somebody's playing Vintage Story. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening with my mouse. It keeps like unselecting from Twitch, so it makes it really hard to scroll up and down. Oh, this dude doesn't sleep. That sounds like I'm talking about me. I'm actually not talking about me there. I'm talking about a friend that's doing a subathon where I see him sleeping a lot during it. Hi, chocolate. Freya, it got under my skin a little bit when somebody was like, that's too many emotes to you in Logitech. Hi, Nixor. Nixor, I got the Halloween outfit. Jiangxi. I'm so happy with it. I can't wait to show you. Oh, but I'm probably not going to be able to see you till Friday or Saturday in VR. I think we'll go here. We'll go to this person. That's an odd thing to be upset about on Twitch. Are you so dead you are going to sleep right now? No. No. We had 5 incline. I am not like so exhausted and tired I'm going to pass out right away. Nick's hug. Well, it's annoying, Violet. Emotes are an entire language. I don't think they're speaking to each other in a language with emotes. I think they're just spamming positive, affectionate emotes. Are you saying you can get on Nixwar? Question mark? You can rizz up someone with just emotes, yes. I will not be falling asleep right away, Nixwar. If you joined, I would have plenty of time to hang out and talk to you. I could also show you this outfit and a bit of the other outfit. Oh my god, Ming, you have so many tails. What time is it anyway? 12:30? Hi, the Screebat. Well, this is first for a raid chain. A walking stream. This is a walking stream. We've already done 5.9 miles, and now we're kind of just like at the end hanging out with chat. Come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. And you'll actually see me walking. Normally, I'm like on this side of the stream here, walking away. And if you're familiar with like walking through Tokyo videos, I'm walking through stuff like that. But hi. I love the outfit. Thank you. Body language is a language of impressions. So too is sending a bunch of emotes. People love swords. Swords are neat. I really like spears. Anytime a game lets me use a spear, I'm like immediately trying that out first. I think that's kind of it for my notes. Talked about Lemix. Talked about the Pokemon leaks. Talked about the 2 posts on anti-work. Talked about Cronus Zen and me working on 2 avatars. That's basically all of it. Foxo is getting stun locked by Just Comfy. I think I can send you out then. I think I can send you all. I'm going to send you to Isures today. Isures has been live for an hour. They're a cute Just Chatting streamer. They're the Egyptian cat goddess. Socials, thank you. Would you guys have a house like this? If it wasn't in the middle of nowhere, like literally on a fucking floating iceberg. This is so tragic. Me come join raid? Ah, I see. You intentionally stacked the raid. That's fun. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Stalking, did you see the outfit? Did you see the outfit? Ugh. Ugh. I gotta push all these. Yuli, go for another video, thank you? Fuck you, Cairo. Absolutely not. Ugh. Ugh. Wait, hold on. In 1. Anchor. Okay. New. Yes, it's really cute. Thank you. Don't forget about feet. I tease Isures enough with other things. I wasn't going to tease him about his feet. Mizuki, it sounds like you already know. Isures does really like feet. He has a superpower. You can show him the texture map for any base model in VR chat, and he will go, it's this base model, based on the veins in the feet. Which is kind of like, the veins increases in the feet, which is kind of like, bro, what the fuck? But you know what? Mans knows what he likes. You go for another video, thank you. BF win. This is so tragic before saying hi to Stalking, LOL Goober. Hi, Stalking. I for Gore. Thank you for the raid, and good job today. Mwah. That's wild. It is, right? To be able to see, like, the texture map, zoom in on the creases of the feet, and be like, oh yeah, this is Irie. What? Huh? I have collab tonight, but I'm free tomorrow. Couldn't do my friend's custom map. Eat cat, I agree, I'm pretty tragic. You are not tragic. You are a treat. I cannot wait to, like, have you in VR one day. But I understand why you don't get in VR much. I still, like, I'd kill for you to be in VR chat and, like, desktop. But that I also understand when you would like to be in a headset in, like, VR, and you are stuck in desktop is miserable. I think I, like, cry when that happens to me. Hi, Safi. Ho, looking ass Yulind. Safi, I needed you today, damn it. We talked Pokemon because of the leaks, like, all day today. Probably busy and doing something. But I thought about you a lot today. I like Pokemon. I need to show you this awesome Spookality map. No! Cries. I mean, I did spend 8K in desktop and VR chat back in my days. Yeah. You pay me a day's wages and I can be here. I know. Pyro cries. Hello. Okay. We're about to raid. We're going into Isu. Go back to this screen. Okay. Where is Katarino? Here it is. Slash raid Isu West. Is that how you spell it? It is. I come over here. Close that. I come over here. And I do this. Okay. We're going to Isurus. They're in the just chatting. I don't know what they'll be playing later. I would not be surprised if it's Battlefield. They're a shooty game. Have a good day, honey. Thank you, Meowies. Thank you again for the raid as well. That means a lot. Need to see Yulind do hops now with that costume as real vampire. Dory was saying I have to hop on the treadmill, and I was like, fuck no. Thanks for streaming. Have a good nap. I will. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 5.9 miles. I don't think I have any plans later today, but we'll see. Tomorrow will be community day on Koyo stream, I think, unless he has a lot of school. Dewey was joking that community days aren't happening anymore, but I'll check. That being said, I love you. Oh, hi, Violet. Hello. We're just heading out. I love you. Bye. We up.